People, what's good? Everybody out there, it's Phil. I got the new Bored Ape Macbeth's shirt on. We got the homie Squirtle in the building. What's good, Ditter?
Yo, what's going on?
Just felt like I have another snow day tomorrow. So the story of that is today it got warmer and it was kind of like raining, but I think their worry was it getting really shitty and refreezing tonight and them not wanting to worry about it, in the morning. Yep. I thought we were going to be a late start and I thought we would be actually in school tomorrow, but alas, I'm here playing Dookey Dash, which I'm definitely not mad about, and here talking with y'all. I think Don't Feed's going to come through as well, so it should be a good time.
Nice. How many days have you been with the snow day?
Dude, we went to school. Dude, I don't even remember. Was it only Monday? I think it was. So we had like 3 days, 4 days off. It's been absurd.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. It's been great. It's great because at this point, any day off is great. So that's what I'll say about that.
Oh my God, my camera is horrible. Dear Lord.
The camera action. We got Squirtle coming in from 1990.
What in the world?
All right, that's better than it was, dude. There. Yeah. It straight up looked like
the default setting was like 480p. So I think it
definitely looked like you went back to 1990 for sure. But
pretty much.
Alas. How was your day, sir?
No complaints, man. Good day. Productive. Got shit done. Building stuff.
There we go.
Yeah.
We love to hear it, dude. I've just been on dad patrol, which has been good. And then I did watch a little bit of the Pacers, and they blew like a 15-point lead tonight.
Ouch.
Now, granted, the Lakers shot like 40 free throws, and the Pacers shot 7 the entire game. But it's
normal ratio.
Definitely normal. But alas, they lost. So.
James Harden not getting the All-Star vote is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, a little strange. I was happy that Tyrese Halliburton did get it for the Pacers because I felt like he was deserving, but not like in spite of James. Like I feel like they both should have been there. I didn't even look at who else made it in the East, but
DeRozan.
DeRozan is a joke. That one's a joke. Sorry, that's easy. Never mind. That's an easy one. He should not have made it.
Who's the other like weird one?
He's by far the weirdest, though. Because like some people will be like, "Oh, Tyrese Halliburton, dude, the guy's been leading the league in assists, and like his assist turnover ratio is ridiculous." And then when he got hurt, the Pacers went 1-9.
Yeah,
Halliburton's probably an all-star.
Halliburton is legit.
DeRozan is that one's really poor because the Bulls are not very good either this year.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, it's. Who is the other one? Goddamn. Come on, Twitter. Show me.
I mean, I really didn't look yet. I saw the James thing, and I saw obviously Tyrese get it, but I didn't look at the entire roster. NBA stuff, man. Always something funky. Also, the Nuggets only got 1 in, and that's a little strange considering they have the best record in the league.
Drew Holiday and Bam were the other two, and maybe Julius Randle as well. But
I haven't followed Drew this season, but that one seems like a stretch.
Yep.
But that's always going to happen. Let's see. Regular season, he's averaging 19, 5, and 7. I mean, that's all right, but it's not that great.
Yeah, Harden's at like 21 and 11 and something like just.
And let's see here. Tyrese is at 20, 10, and 4. So so Drew definitely is third in the line of just those 3 alone. Like he's definitely third in that list. So, but again, I feel like that happens all the time. So Thursdays is always, and by the way, the days have felt really odd because I've been on this snow break thing. So like I'm actually almost forgetting what day it is. But Thursdays are for 10K TF, and I don't know if you follow much of that, but to be honest, my thoughts and my takes, because I figure we could play, and I'll jump on here in a second. You can too. Is just talk about all the things. I know that I feel like we just talked about it, but there's always more, right? Like NFTs never stops 24/7. It's like crypto. And so I feel like there was actually a decent amount of news even in the last 24 hours. And so if I 10K TF, I hold a decent amount of the season 2 weaponry. I've got a couple Genesis stuff things, and I have one G tag currently. And let's get this guy in here. What's up, Ditter? And dude, to be honest, like I like their storytelling. It's fun, it's engaging, but honestly, some of this shit is like kind of get confusing. Like it's like so like if you're not really
I can't follow it.
if you're not really tapped in, it's kind of hard to follow. And so like I'm in some other chats that talk about it, and like today I listened to a space. Shout out to Modest and the 10K TF. I think it's like FM radio or whatever their Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
They do a really good job with walking people through it. But even after that, I was like, there's a lot of shit going on here. So it sounds like G tags are going to be your PFP, because when you like change the I don't know if you saw that, Squirtle, or don't feed, but when you like change the graphic, you could see in the background there was burn like a crown symbol for PFP, and when and the metadata for G tags is crown, like it's in there, like this the emoji.
Well, it kind of makes a bunch of sense. Like they're doing the other side. They need something.
No, for sure. And like you've been talking about like New Tokyo and like Citizens and stuff. Yeah. So like you could be pretty damn creative with that, because like when you talk about Citizens and you've looked at the storyline, I mean, you're not talking about just humans, right? Like you're talking about, you got freaking toads, you got cats, you got all these other PFP projects that you've interwoven. And so like I think it could be really interesting to see, you know, like what does that look like? Like what does the PFP look like? To sell a G tag or not to sell a G tag. I don't know if Bryce is watching us right now, but he just texted me that, and the timing is impeccable if he's not. I actually wish I had more than one currently. And the main reason is because they're now a Yuga product, right? Like, of course, like the 10K TF team is high class. The tech things they've done with when new labs and like Warm Wallet and stuff, I love all of that. Like that's freaking awesome. And I know you guys appreciate that type of shit too. And their storytelling with Figgy, like Figgy is top tier. When you talk about just like the connections he has. What's up, everybody? Eagle Run, is that Mr. Nicholas Barrels? Which 10K TF Kadashi. So I'm in 10K TF, and it can be a little bit hard to follow at times, but I feel like there's the thing that I'll say more than actually, maybe more than any other community, and I'll even throw Bored Ape in there, is their community really does have like a ton of information via spaces, via blogs, via streams, etc. I'm also an OG too. I had my Bored Ape back day pack. So my PFP, my orange background, pink fur Halo Ape. I definitely love 10K TF, but it can be confusing, is my point. And what's up, Phil? And but hats off to the community, because I think it's the best community when it comes to like the content that's being created to help the story like move forward. And another thing that was really cool is that they actually included a lot of those people in the storyline too. I don't know if you guys remember that or if you saw it, but I'm now tripping on their names, but they host the Damn Show, and they actually were 3 characters in the storyline. Like they officially got like caricatures of themselves, and you got to pick which side you want. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool. Like Figgy and the whole team, they're like, hey, we see that these people are doing it, and not propping us up, but helping like move the story along. Why not literally put them in the story? So they've already done that in the past. I think they're going to continue to do that. And some of this new Tokyo Electric Company, it's a little bit like, it's definitely mysterious is what I would say, because some of what you saw today and last week as well is the fact that you're not sure if they're good or not. Like this new Tokyo, they're cleaning up the town, but what does that mean? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? Yeah, Diamond Hands. Yeah, Satar. Yeah, all of them for sure. They run a freaking dope space, and I think they actually have a proposal in the ApeCoin DAO too that we could talk about a little bit, where they were hoping to basically just continue to up their show quality and bring on more guests and actually give away some other deeds on their damn show, which I thought was interesting. So I'm gonna stop ranting for a second. What's up, AT? My beach bum brother. Hey, if you're here, we definitely appreciate y'all. You can hit it with if you're watching on Twitch, leave a comment, hit us with a follow. These are the two homies, Squirtle and Don't Feed. We've run so many freaking spaces in the time and in our time here in the NFT space, and now we've been playing Dookey Dash because it's fun, and we're still talking. And one thing that we're good at is we can definitely drive conversation. So if you saw this on Twitter, if you hit it with a retweet, tag somebody, send the link to somebody. We appreciate all those things. And please ask questions, or if you like have something to add, freaking fire it away. I'll be watching the comment section and playing. So with that, I want to say hi to our mask man, Don't Feed, my brother in NFTs. What's good, brother Bear? What's good, dude?
So am I missing generational wealth again by not getting one of these G tags?
They kind of ran a little bit, if I'm being honest. I would probably let them cool again, because you know how NFTs are. Like when anything comes out right away, you'll see the pump. I could see them going back down. They've been right around like 0.4 ish, I think 0.4 to 0.5, and I think they're up to about 0.61 or so. I freaking should have grabbed another one or two a couple days ago. I was really honestly thinking about it, because I had one ETH that was liquid that I was fine with playing with. I should have just fired at that, but I didn't, because I'm a little gun shy. I'll be honest. Twitter handles, I will post them here in just 1 second there, my friend, and then you can hit us with a follow if you want to.
And I'm doing stupid things right now.
Dude, I was happy with my one run earlier today where I got 145K on a 4.5 minute run. That felt like a lot for me.
That's amazing, dude, on a tier 1.
Yeah.
That's like, People might, if they haven't played the game at all or anything, might disrespect that or think it's low, seeing all these, 500,000, 700,000, 800, almost a million score. But 100,000, getting a score that high on a tier 1 is fucking insane. Like, that's 4 minutes in Dookey Dash, which would have probably been like a 300,000 plus score or something.
It definitely felt long too, like when you get there.
Yeah.
Just like rolling.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to hit
Dash.
6 minutes. Again.
Dude, 6 minutes, that would feel like literally a lifetime.
It felt like a lifetime. My heart was pounding. I was like, I don't know what time I'm at.
Dude, can you imagine doubling that, Squirtle?
No,
that's what
dude.
It would take to get first place. Like,
no,
just
I cannot.
Insane.
I cannot imagine that one bit. The game is Dookey Dash. If you haven't seen it yet, this is through Yuga and Bored Ape. You have to have a sewer pass, which is actually it's an interactive mint. So this game is cool and dope, but it's just the start.
And it's difficult. But it's fun.
And it's difficult. 1,000.
I always do like horrible rounds for like 30 minutes, and then I start warming up. I feel like I try to do too much when I first start playing.
Yeah, dude. I definitely end up trying to crash through everything my first like few runs, and then I'm like, all right, just the one that I got 145 there, the last 30 seconds or so, I was just simply like trying not to bust through anything. I'm just like dipping and diving, because I'm like, that's where they get you, because you're like, oh, I can get these extra points, and then there's like 5 pipes right behind the fucking wood, and you just crash into it. But Don't Feed, I don't think you're fading generational wealth. I think you have a chance to get them before they officially are announced and officially out in the wild. Also, if you missed it, I am wearing one of the new Bored Ape Macbeth's collabs.
Yeah. Nice.
What's up, Maury? I definitely dashed directly into barriers, bro. What were you gonna say?
I feel like another other side trip is coming soon. It kind of feels.
It's
like
in March.
Oh yeah, it's coming very soon, next month. Yeah.
Oh, it's like scheduled. Okay.
Yeah, it's in March, which is super exciting. I'm assuming that's Nick. Nick, yeah, I got almost 13,000 followers. I know some people like to follow what I say occasionally. Though I'll be honest.
Influencer.
Okay, no, I'm definitely not that. I am 1,000% not that. I don't think I want to be that actually. But Don't Feed, I was going to ask you. Did you really go private for a little bit today?
Damn, dude, today was a long day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was today or yesterday. Like, but I definitely did it for like a little bit, and then I realized, dude, I love to reply to people, and if you go to if you go to comment on somebody's shit who doesn't follow you, so like it, like some bigger people or whatever, I just realized I'm like, dude, there's people that aren't going to even see my comments,
Right.
and so yeah, I got over it, but I did feel like for the moment that I did it or whatever, like it did seem like there was a little bit more engagement than I normally have, and somebody put out a thread and they're like, I did this whole thing so you didn't have to.
Right.
And they showed the numbers or whatever. And there's definitely an increase in engagement. I don't know what the hell. Something's broken with Twitter, though. It shouldn't have to be like that, right?
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's basically. Oh, what's that, Phil?
No, you're good. Go ahead. You're good.
Oh, yeah, it's basically just like if you're private, it actually prioritizes pushing content to your followers. Where if you're not, it does the opposite, and then it drives down like the normal, like comments and viewership that you would get from your followers.
It's just so shitty though, because like, not that I ever got like tons of like feedback on my shit, but it just feels way worse when you feel like you're like shouting into the fucking abyss, and it's like,
Oh,
all
for sure.
right, one person like that, and it was my dog. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, Twitter's about to get very different in a couple days.
With the API.
Yep, exactly. I don't know how I feel about it yet, because so basically there's going to be no more free API for people to build like bots with and products and stuff like that. You have to pay for it. It's kind of expensive, but that also means there's going to be a lot less random spam and followers and follower DDoS attacks and stuff like that. So that is like a net good. But then you like lose out on the innovation of people creating products on your platform for free, which can enhance people's experiences. They got to find it like a middle ground.
No, I agree. One thing that I had noticed is, and I can't even imagine if I had like a 50,000 following or something, is, dude, I was getting, and I'll probably get some now tonight because I just jinxed myself, but it was like I would get these like 7 likes on a fucking post from like months ago, and it was all just people with 0 followers or like 1, and I would just go through, and it'd be like my morning routine. I'd be like, I'm literally freaking reporting every one of these damn things, and I'm blocking every one of them. What's up, cat?
Dude, every time, ever since like the start of our spaces.
Yeah, dude, he knows.
She always makes an appearance.
She is ready to be a star herself. She should have a mic, actually.
There's a space with a cat with a mic on it the whole time.
Wait, so you think though, is this supposed to help try and combat like the bots? Because
yes,
yeah,
that's the idea. But then you also, it's a double-edged sword. You lose out on people building stuff.
Yeah,
all those.
It's like the timing's interesting too, right? Because of like all the craze with people building like really cool, machine learning type bots and stuff, right?
100%. Like all the price bots that we have for like sales bots for NFT collections. Bye. No, I mean, like who's going to pay for them?
Yeah, the fees are probably way too ridiculous and not worth it. Like maybe for Yuga, it's okay. I guess they can keep theirs, but it's probably not even them running theirs, to be honest, though.
But then that also like makes me wonder, like, can it be in that good where the only bots that are present on Twitter have a revenue stream, which means they are legit, somewhat legit, maybe, but it takes away like the enthusiast building, which is where a lot of the innovation comes from. So I'm not sure yet.
Nick, I also agree. I'm hoping that video content is much more supported for creators, because I think if Twitter is smart, they could really like master all of it if they put the money where it needs to go. Especially
they have like the Twitter Spaces thing. Like
yes. But now there's so much more content that, if you want to create this empire, and Elon's talked about video being super important in what they want to do.
Yep.
And also being able to potentially reward creatives as well. And we'll see what that looks like. I don't have any expectations whatsoever, but
we should be
up,
like beating the algorithm right now while being on video, right? Basically is what that means.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely I'm gonna have at least 4 likes instead of 2.9.
Let's fucking go.
Don't feed. What's your longest run on Dookey Dash time wise?
Dude, that's the thing. I think you've beaten me, man. Like, I swear, probably like maybe 340 or something if I'm lucky. So you getting 4 minutes is, yeah, that's insane. And then Squirtle getting 6 minutes is fucking incredible to me.
6 minutes. I would literally, my eyes would be crossed or closed. Actually,
dude, I was one with the Dookey.
Yeah, dude. I was also one with the Dookey on the toilet about an hour ago, but I wasn't on this game. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Hugo, for making
appreciate
all
you
this
dude.
Ridiculous stuff.
Oh yeah, completely crazy. And again, I'm really hoping, and I do think that they'll open this up to be just a free play game. I think that would be really smart of them. And one thing I wanted to point out too is, if you're not following Bored Ape's Twitter, it's it's obvious, and they had said as much that this was going to happen. Dude, the amount of like high quality information content that they're putting out is absurd, considering they were doing pretty much nothing beforehand. They've gone from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yep.
Because they just put out that video today as well, where they're talking about leaderboards and showing you kind of like, if you want to get in the top 10%, this is the score you need. If you want to get in the top 25, top 50%. And like before, there was none of that happening. And it's very, like, of course it's professionally done. Like, I'm not saying that oh my God, it's shocking that it's professionally done. But the thing that's shocking to me, maybe not shocking, but nice to see, is that it's very frequent. They've done like their little tips to play Dookey Dash, and those have just been like kind of fun videos. It's not like they're giving you any like great information. Yeah. It's more just like simple information that's easily consumed. And then they had the leaderboard one, same style too. So I think that's smart, because it's not too much information. It's just enough to bite off and chew. If you're just stumbling upon Yuga and want to know a little bit about Dookey Dash, I think it's genius. So again, I thought it
was kind of cool too that they had, before they dived into like the leaderboard. They gave a shout out to the like 5 different in creative ways people have been playing. And like, obviously I think we all saw the one person who did it in VR.
Yep.
We definitely shared that. I didn't know though that somebody
cool.
played it on an Apple Watch.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that just sounds insane. I mean,
a little bit of me was like, did they just get trolled and someone just photoshopped it onto it?
Yeah. You can like, Photoshop is so like, there's so many talents.
Phil, that tab audio.
Sorry?
The sound.
Tab audio. Yes, I'll stop sharing. Let me crash. Dude, it drives me crazy because like my audio is always not on. Like, I don't have it on the tab ever.
You know what you can do is, do you see the 3 bars down at the bottom right, where next to privacy policy? You can click that, and then I'll turn off the sound in the game.
See,
now I should be hopefully good.
Yeah, I do that when I play like just music.
Yeah,
I just have my tab muted just on my device. I thought you were gonna tell me that my mouse was way too slow, and I was about to say, yeah, it definitely is, bro. I was about to like crash instantly, anyways. Yeah. Dude, it's so funny how slow this feels. I know we said this before. It was like when you first played, you're like, oh my god, but now you're like, dude, this is like almost too slow. It's like,
I crash into things because it's so slow.
Yeah, you make stupid decisions, or you try to like guess early because you're so used to being fast, and you're like, okay, now I need to dive right here, and you just dive directly into the pool.
Yep. But what was the other stuff that happened past couple days?
How about Cool Cats? Do that. Yes.
Are they just like, what's their product now? I mentioned this in the Twitch chat with the in real life alpha show thing.
Yeah.
But like, what's their product now?
I can't tell you, dude.
Be cool.
That seems like a great product, dude. I think that's my my product of my life. I'm trying to do that too.
It's just interesting watching these blue or ex blue chip projects figure things out right now.
Right.
Yeah, it's. I was looking. I mean, Moonbirds is almost near 6 or 7 ETH.
Really?
Clones are at like 5 on Blur. Cool
Wow.
Cats are like 2 ETH.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I mean, and that's something that used to be what, like 14 at its peak, or it was at least up there, right? Almost
12.
12. Yeah, double digits.
Yeah, I sold around like 6 or something around there.
Oh, you were in that? Like, yeah. That's
yeah,
cool.
I got them down at like 0.2. It was they minted at the same time Deadheads did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What is their thing though? Like I saw it and I saw the collection, but what actually is it? Does anyone know?
They're minting more NFTs.
Okay.
Basically, there's like these pencils.
And what do they do?
I'm not sure.
I have no idea what they do, but I know what some of the FUD is
They're pencils.
They're limited to 1 per wallet.
Okay.
But what they tried to do to counter that is if you have, let's say you have multiple in a wallet, then supposedly you're supposed to get a more rare one to make up for it. But people are just looking at the floor price and they're like, yeah, but if these things are 0.2 and I had 10 in my wallet, like, you know, that's some good money right there.
Yeah.
I think I saw
now
somebody
I could only
say
get
that.
0.2. Yeah.
I think somebody was talking about they had pets, and I think maybe you got these from them as well. And they had like 8 of them all in the same wallet, which I mean, that's kind of dumb if you ask me, dude. Like, do you really want, I don't know, like, what are your thoughts on that? I guess, like, as a collection, if you give something that's a free claim or something new to mint, is like with your holder specifically, should it just be 1 per wallet, or should it be like per asset of your first collection or second collection?
Per wallet, or
so if I had
asset,
20
right?
in one wallet and this thing, I'd only get 1.
Mhm.
But if you did it per asset, I could get 20 of them. Like,
Okay.
what's the right way to do that with collectors?
I think per asset.
I think so too. That's why, like, I could see people being super pissed about that.
And I even don't mind like the multiple per asset, because it lets, I mean, as you know, Phil, with Yuga, like,
what?
It lets you, well, not Yuga, actually, Azuki did it.
Oh yeah, they did with beans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
two beans, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was incredible too for people who when they first dropped those 2, they were like 7 or 6 each.
Yeah,
which was insane. You know, like, I mean, that was,
Zuki
like
was up towards 30, right?
Yeah,
dude, that was wild times. Moonbirds were like 41, bros.
Yeah.
Like, what the frick?
Dude,
Apes were 130. Like, what?
Yeah.
Those times will come back. But
they will. I believe that completely. It'll just be, it'll be much more selective. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a million projects that are just ripping. It's going to be the few that are really fucking delivering.
Yeah. But like, that strategy lets people in the community just be like, all right, I'm going to take some profit, and I also still hold one.
Yeah.
And I get to be involved and not just be looking at this as exit liquidity, while also getting exit. I don't know.
That's
I think
my whole thing.
Weird psyops, right? Where it's like, if you don't have any, when you don't have any, you're like, all right, well then, in my mind, this is just like I'm farming ETH. But if I still have one, there's something in my mind where it's like I'm still part of it. It's not just like farming ETH. Maybe I hold both of them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no, dude, I get that completely. As a, just really quick, don't feed, then please jump in. As a Yuga holder, because like now again, this is not a like woe is me by any means. Please don't take it that way. But it's like, as a Yuga holder, everyone's like, oh my gosh, look at the money you guys got again. And it's like, dude, I don't sell this shit. So it's like, I'm actually not, like, I'm just holding an asset. Now, do I feel pretty comfortable in doing that? Yeah, I do. Like, it's not like I'm worried that it's just going to plummet. But at the same token, like, it would have been dope to get like 2 mutants per asset, 2 dogs per asset. Like, that would have been really fucking cool. Because then, like you're saying, you wouldn't feel so bad about selling the one item that you received, and you could feel like you got a fat win, right? Like, and
reduce
again,
the emotions.
I understand it's not. This is definitely not. This is first world problems that I'm talking about right now. But I do think it was smart that Azuki did that. Like, I think it's genius, actually.
Yeah, I was just gonna say though, Yuga's a great example where, but at the same time, and I was gonna comment that people, a lot of them don't sell, but with everything that you have been given, Yuga's given you enough to like well over to basically never have to sell the main asset, and you could
Mhm.
have and you could have been taking profit on the things they gave you along the
Yeah,
way.
100%.
And two, maybe not with everything, like you said, like if especially if you only had one, like with those airdrops, maybe you didn't feel comfortable selling. People sold their dogs though, but the ape coin should have definitely been like enough to like where people could have easily put obviously people didn't.
Listen, I spent a lot of ApeCoin on Akoda, my brother in Christ.
Mhm.
That's true. And then, but now too, also you're
Dude.
now they've given you a way as well to make ape coin from your ape coin.
Ape
So-
staking right now is one of the most like OP things in NFT. Like the amount that ape holders are getting off of their apes being staked is just like silly.
But
Silly.
let's
No,
just have
there's
it go
no
on
shush
forever.
about it. It's in the
please.
open.
Please just
Everybody
go,
knows.
just go on forever. Can I just send my kids to college in ape, please?
It's like having a full like 6-figure salary.
It's dumb. It's dumb for real.
But that's the thing. Like, there's demand for ApeCoin right now. It is the like metaverse token.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
And I know this is gonna sound freaking crazy, but dude, I don't even think it's even. Oh damn! I thought I hit that thing. I don't even think it's even started yet. Like,
oh, it's warming up.
like that's my thing. Is like, again, I'm not saying, oh my god, it's going to 100. Sell your house and buy ape token, but like a world that it's at $10 would not fucking surprise me one freaking bit.
It
dude.
was at $10. Like,
I mean, again, though, like
yeah.
it going back that way, if it and it will be when it is the currency of the other side and is being used for literally everything, all the crafting you're doing, the gameplay, everything. Like, come on, $10, like for sure.
I think there's two ways to look at it. Is like, as long as the other side isn't out, it has a ton of upside. When other side is out, you have to rely on the other side being good.
I would agree with that. It's definitely dependent on that. If the other side sucks, well then yeah, the token's gonna suck too. But on the opposite side, if it freaking smashes,
oh for sure,
then you just rip.
Yep.
So we'll see. Again, I don't know. I think the other side will be cool.
Ditto.
I think it's gonna be dope. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna.
I think all three of us think that. I mean, we all have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's not, and again, it's not just because it's going to be I think the large game that they're going to create is going to be awesome. It's going to be like an entertaining thing that you can do if you want to and when you want to. But there's going to be so much more day-to-day things that are just popping up. Oh, come on. Popping up that are like spaces or streams or mini games, or somebody wants to host you and watch a movie or a concert of like maybe one of your buddies is going to play a concert for a small group of people. Like, that's going to happen all the time, and you'll have that choice as well.
There was a period during like the bowl where I knew a good amount of like musicians that were coming into the space, and there was people were just having concerts in Twitter Spaces, right? That was the thing. I could easily see that happening if other sides, a place that people are easily able to get into and hang out, and they end up hanging out in there just like they would in Spaces, or maybe in tandem with Spaces or whatever, then boom, there's a lot of awesome things that could take place there, and the sky's the limit for sure.
What was your question, Squirtle?
What was my question? Oh wait. Okay, so this is actually kind of like more of a getting the temperature from you two on my own bias, maybe.
Sure.
But I play a lot of NFT. Oh my god. Stupid moves. And Dookey Dash. I play a lot of NFT games across like Arbitrum, Mainnet, all that stuff, and they're fun. I enjoy them. I think they are sticky, and people like playing them. But it's also within like our little NFT world bubble with bias and like.
You have said no lies thus far.
What's that?
No lies so far.
Yeah, and like maybe that's inherently why they're so much fun.
Because we're seeing it through an NFT tinted glasses.
Right. And maybe that's not a bug. That's actually a feature of it all. But it makes me wonder if like should I be as bullish as I am on NFT gaming? Basically, I still think it's very valid and it has like even just speculation upside for like years, but like more like super long term. I still think I know my answer, but I'm curious what you all think.
I would say I think it's still very fair, and I'm bullish as well. Like, I don't know why you couldn't be right now. I feel like there's a lot of like larger players than I that are heavily investing in it, right? And that it's not going to just be us 12,000 or whatever people doing this soon-ish.
Mhm.
When I say soon, I mean I could be talking years. That's still soon.
Mhm.
And it's all going to come down to fun. Like at the end of the day, like it literally has to be fun.
People
Nothing
are
else.
having fun with Dookey Dash. I think
Correct.
it's why streaming is like working for it.
I agree. Like nothing else matters, to be honest. Like nothing else matters. If it's not fun, they're not going to do it.
Yep.
Like I don't give a shit if I can own a land. If it's not fun, whatever I'm doing, like none of that matters at all. And that's going to be the key of all. I don't care what game we're talking about.
Yep.
It's got to be able to catch the interest and keep people interested. Not because they're just farming some token either. I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't think everyone should stick to like. I don't think everyone should think that like it has to be a AAA game either. I think there's a huge opportunity for indie experiences.
I would agree completely with that.
Yeah.
I guess I feel pretty confident that I don't know if anything that we're seeing or around right now is necessarily has to or is going to be the winner, but like
very much agree.
I do just know that from our own history of like gaming and stuff and growing up on things. I mean, I've definitely we've had value for digital assets and within those games, and also been really proud of them. And something that I'd really like to see maybe evolve beyond where it is right now. Obviously, this is like a trial run, like they said, like the skill based Dookey Dash thing, right? What they're trying to do. But I do think about like just playing games, because I play a lot of single player games, and like I really like a lot of story mode and this and that. Even the recently Ragnarok, etc. Like you get a sense of pride in like developing this character and what you put into it, etc. But like that's it, right? When it's done, it's done. Like you don't really get to take it with you anywhere. So if just the idea of that, of like being able to take it somewhere, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know. The competition, if it's too competitive, people are just going to cheat or pay other people to do it for them.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that and like just enjoying something and working on it. But
there has to be like purpose outside of the winning, the competition thing.
I will say though, too,
check that out. Don't feed. Sorry, I wasn't talking, but I just went for 4 minutes and 31 seconds. 152K on a tier 1.
No, I was watching that, dude. That's incredible. I thought that was Squirtle.
I was not breathing. I literally wasn't breathing for the last I don't even know how long. I'm gonna go to Squirtle now so I can breathe again.
Okay, I was gonna say though, one thing that obviously the other aspect of it is as people get more, I feel like as AR and VR become more accessible and just more commonplace every day, I feel like it can only appreciate the value of these things even more, like especially with AR. If it's just normal for every one of us to have like glasses on or whatever, and it just enhance our daily lives with everything that we're doing, all of a sudden now digital assets and whatnot could have a lot of value. At the same time, I wonder how quickly that gets cluttered with ads and things like that, right? That that make people want to unplug even more, right? Like it's like such a weird balance to like enhance things with tech and make them so we enjoy it more, but then also, well, people want to make money, and then now we're gonna like pollute it with, crap.
I'm not sure if like the AR, like I think the AR VR stuff is going to be like very much a part of gaming and like the future of gaming, but I don't know if it will directly correlate to like NFT adoption.
I would agree with that because I don't think you necessarily have to, like, you enjoying NFTs and understanding collectibles and whatever form they are, gaming and or just like obviously the million other ways you can use NFTs. I don't necessarily think it's mandatory. I would agree. I think Don't Feed had said enhance. I think it can definitely enhance the experience. It can enhance potentially an NFT, and I definitely think. I mean, I think about other side, like, man, if you do it right, some of like the AR, VR stuff could be really, really cool.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up is like, if it is VR and AR, right? Like, does that bring more of a personal attachment to the NFTs because it is more?
Man, I'm honestly one of the biggest things, if we're talking specific to other side, and I know this is hilarious because it kind of goes into what Don't Feed was just going at, where it's like, we don't want ads everywhere, but in the same token, as a deed holder, like in my utopian world, I could make some sort of side income, and maybe that's a couple $100 a month, right? I'm not saying I'm making a freaking million a year.
3 cartons of eggs.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be $30. But like my hope is that I can make something off my deeds. If that's through an experience, if that's through, like, it made me think about ad space, right? Like, so like what is our mentality of making a profit on, I'll just use again other side specifically, and us being okay with advertisement, or like how would you plan on trying to make potential, again, I'm talking, it could be $50 a month, it could be $100 a month, that doesn't matter, but what would you be okay with on your land
after you don't feed?
Because like I think I'd be okay with some it would depend on what it is, right?
Yeah, I think I like the idea that, like, in that situation and what you're talking about, it's up to the individual and the landowner. Like, I love that because then it's up to them, and it's in their best interest too to, like, excuse me, like, make sure that they're, if they ruin it or it's tacky or whatever, less people are going to want to fucking hang out there or be there, right? So it's like it's in their interest, and they get to control it, and it's their choice. I'm all for that freedom of people's choice and whatever. And if there's an opportunity for them, and they have an opportunity to make money, and it's not, as long as they're not hurting anybody else, etc., I think that's awesome. Yeah.
I think it has to be in-game asset driven at first, not like I'm going to build a business on my land type of thing. So basically, like the artifacts, resources, all that type of stuff. There's demand for that stuff on my land. Other people have to come to it. Like I basically, I want it to be game first, right? And then with that, if I can then build something on top of it, all the better.
I think that's fair.
Close call there.
I think that's definitely fair. Those are the things that like keep me up at night. Not literally, but like those are the thoughts and the, I don't know. I'm just curious. That's all. And I do think, and they've been pretty up forward about it, is that on other deeds it's really choose your own destiny. So like, what do you want to do with your land? Like what is an experience that you want to have people come and experience for your piece of land. So
I mean, they're like clearly building tools for people to build.
Yeah.
So
now here's another question for you though. Like, what about, so when we talk about the large scale game that they're definitely obviously having as well, are they going to be like, let's say Don't Feed creates this, like, I don't know, like he has a battle arena or something, or some tower, some building that's really great that he has on his land. Do you think Yugo would maybe come to him and be like, hey, for part of our game, we want to use this arena to stage this next section of the gameplay? Do you think that would happen? Or will they have so much, because they have them so much land themselves, that they'll just have everything like built out for them?
They have that dev ring, man, on top of like the center. They have so many different partners. Like, I think the chance that like a random don't feed is going to get selected, right? Versus like they've already, and I think it's smart on them too. I think, right? Like, I think that they purposely were tactical about the areas where they have, and then also to who they're probably giving those pieces to, and encouraging to build there, to really try and make sure, like, because if they do a good job within their own power of trying to get as much cool stuff for people to enjoy, then hopefully that'll encourage others to come in and do things on their own as well, which then, you know, I think over time I could see them gladly like wanting to highlight and showcase and bring more attention to other people doing dope shit on their land. I think there's people that are banking on that too, smaller creators and things like that that have some pieces and are hoping to probably
builders.
Yeah. So like there's going to be tons of opportunity. It's just it's going to be very interesting, like, to see how it plays out, and you know, and it could take some good time, but man, there's a lot of potential, and their resources, you know, like we're talking about, like we could have some indie friends and things like that put on some good shows and give us some music or whatever, but they could have like full on concerts and crazy, probably even, I wonder if too, like, you know, token gated areas, and right, I mean, I'm sure the clubhouse is token gated, so they obviously are going to have all that stuff locked in, which is pretty cool.
Wasn't there something about how like you can make like blueprints for the things that you craft in the game, which is then how you would, like, I guess, like the in-game monetization of the things that you build?
That's interesting. I don't know if I had read that, but I wouldn't doubt it. That wouldn't surprise me by any means.
I don't know why that's in my head. I feel like there was something in the other side website that hinted at it or something like that, but maybe I'm just wrong.
I'm trying to remember what game, because I feel like there was a game that I like, a MMO or something that had some of that stuff baked in that you're talking about too.
Yeah, it was always like like recipes that were already made that you could like get into with like games, but
World of Warcraft obviously had crafting recipes, right? Yeah. But and custom, I think, like, you create your own.
That would be interesting if you could do that. Like, that would be extremely fun and engaging for those that want to create assets, etc. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely interested to see what, you know, I mean, I obviously resources will be important, but like, how important? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day,
I hope it's scarce. I really do.
You say it's scarce?
Yeah, like if you have artifacts, or like you really need a high ranked resource on your land to pump out a lot of it. I hope there's demand for the high ranked or rarity of resources on your land, like the tier.
I think there will be, like, because again, at the end of the day, like, to build anything, you have to have resources in real world too. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't just spin something out of nowhere. Everything's made of something.
Well, if it's too abundant too, right, then like, you know, this one person who went out and got one of everything they could just, like, you know, control everything, and they're getting all the, and everybody's only coming to them, you know. But if it's a little bit more scarce, like, but also too, they got to have like a visible market or some way, right, where it's like it's competitive. So like, okay, maybe this other person has more, but like I can at least, with my lower supply, I can cut it, like I can undercut.
Sure.
And like get in there. I don't know.
I think some bartering or something, like, I could definitely see that, dude.
Everyone needs to watch the Wolf Game economy right now, because like a lot of this stuff is like what you would probably expect to see in the other side in terms of like AMM for resources in the game, and like how people are going about trading them and all the strategy behind it. Like, it's fascinating to watch a Wolf game. Like, all the tools, like there's charts for all the different resources and what they're trading for against each other.
And this will just be another version.
Yep.
You had said something before, and now I lost my train of thought, but it was about, I don't even fucking remember. I got no clue. What are Codas going to do? They're going to be something important to gameplay, but what's our, if we just had to make a fucking guess right now, gun to your head?
Transportation.
One thing that I heard was that it was a crazy, like, basically the mega Codas are like these huge bosses that spawn every so often. And so basically, maybe let's say all Codas, but the mega Codas are even more of a bigger, they take like a bigger party. But like, basically, what if Codas are these things that spawn X amount of, so often on your land, and you fight them or whatever, and you get resources from them. They have good drops of other things, right? They drop additional of etc. or this like really rare stuff, maybe even stuff that you can't even get from any land, or you know, whatever. That could be one use case, I guess, is like you having a coda basically you have this piece of land that people want to go to because there's a chance that like they can get this resource from it or whatever.
He'll take a shit and it's like it's like a fucking rare resource, dude. That would be too perfect with Dookey Dash, and then like Codas are just taking massive dukes and like
two people just following behind the coda with like a little doggy bag, like waiting for it to drop out, like
feeding it a steak, trying to get it to take a shit, give it some wings. Like what?
It'd be really cool if you had to spend some ape to enter the raid on the coda, and then the coda owner got like a fraction.
That's my whole thing is like it has to be like there has to be a pretty big or decent, I won't say big, that's terrible wording, but a decent outcome for having a coda for the holders, right? Like
I just thought of something so horrible.
There's sex slaves, dude.
Yes, that's exactly like you're like, yo, you want to fuck my coda? Come over here, give me some aid. Like,
God,
you get 30 minutes.
An AR, dog. You never had this before. This coda. Oh,
people's wives are divorcing them because they're pimping out codas.
Oh God. The sad part is you'd probably make a killing. It's NFT kit people.
Anyway, sorry for derailing me, Phil.
Good.
But it's
You're
funny,
good.
like you knew exactly where I was going.
Yes, dude. It was too easy. It was a tap and putt, dude. No, I was saying there has to be like some benefit though, as the like I love the idea of them popping up and maybe it being like part of the quest, right? And but like what does like so if you have a coda, like Squirtle said, am I receiving some of those fees or whatever, or those resources that pop out of his ass or whatever? You know what I mean? Like there has to be something good that comes with owning a coda. There's especially at this point, right? Like I mean, I don't think they are changing anything in the lore. Codas have always been important. We just don't know what the fuck they do. Because I mean, think about it: 100,000 lands, only 10,000 codas. That's still pretty limited supply. Like it really is. When you talk about you want to bring on, you know, billions of users and shit, like that's gonna fuck. How did I survive that? That's gonna be like no supply whatsoever. So I am curious on, as a coda owner, what does that mean? You know, like how do I quantify that being a great thing? And then like transportation, I find that interesting, but then that would make it seem that transportation is like highly valuable and maybe hard to do. Would you say that's a fair statement? Fuck, right into the poll.
I think that's fair. I'm just going to compare everything to Wolf Game, but transportation is expensive in that game, and I think it's like by design with the economics of the resource gathering, blah 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 blah. But
Yulong, exactly. What the fuck is a coda for real? If codas are bosses and we get to play as them versus raid groups, that would be epic. That would be dope, actually. Like you could play as your coda
I mean, they could just be like boosts too. Like,
what if
boost
they
on
really are like a
land.
protector of your land?
Yeah.
Legitimately. Like
Exactly.
they're
Like
fucking
you're
boss.
immune to attacks from
Yeah.
whatever.
Because that would be very valuable.
Yeah.
Like if you aren't like your resources, I don't know how you'd break it down, but it's like you'd save 50% of your resources with one coda and you'd save 75 with two or whatever. I don't fucking know what they're gonna do. But something where there's increments of having a coda and not having one. I could
Seed
definitely
Seed Phrase traded a punk for a resource advantage in Wolf Game like a couple weeks ago.
Seed Phrase also has like 1,000 punks, doesn't he? Just fucking
that too. But
just trades them for whatever he wants. He's like, oh, I want he's gonna probably trade for some checks here in a fucking week when checks put a
Dude,
million.
somebody did do that. They sold a mutant to pick up a bunch of checks as soon as checks hit 1 ETH. It's like, fuck, man.
Dude, I'm out on them bitches for real.
Dude, if I didn't get in them when I saw them at 0.1, at 0.2, at 0.3, at point, like there's no
fucking way I'm getting into them now.
I don't care if they go up to 14 ETH.
No.
It's like, oh well, you could have got them at 1 ETH. It's like, dude, I've been fading them since 0.1. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, exactly. I'll fade these bitches to the fucking Valhalla, dude.
This is how I stay poor.
Yeah. Want to watch this shit, dude? This takes talent, bro.
Like we went through a NFT bull market. We've seen plenty.
Yeah.
We will
faded cool cats, faded doodles, like.
Oh, doodles is something too.
Yes, I want to hear your thoughts on doodles.
Especially
the flow thing. The flow thing to me is
the flow thing.
The flow thing to me is super bearish, but I kind of like some of what I'm seeing from the different wearables and shit. Like I think it's kind of interesting, which is more than I thought I would think.
Yeah, a lot of it for me is who are they trading with, and it's just like people from I guess like Top Shot and other flow projects. But for me to take it seriously, I would kind of need flow to be like a layer 2 on Ethereum. Otherwise, you're just like trading within like this internal database of flow users. But I just don't know like what you like the clothing thing. Like, all right, cool, you can customize your stuff and all that, but who are you trading with? Who is seeing it? Who is being like, oh, I saw you got like the rainbow jacket. That's super awesome to have on your avatar or whatever. Like in this metaverse game. I don't know. There needs to be some other shoe to drop with all this for it to make sense with me.
I think it's them setting it up so that fucking damn it, lost my boost. That they're ready to be interoperable across gaming, etc. And their whole thought, I think, and metaverse play, and I don't know this is me just speculating, is that they want to be this like big time wearables company where people are going to fucking Doodles too and saying, I want the fucking rainbow G-string. Fucking damn it, dude. I lost my mouse and I just scored like a 300 right there. Fuck.
Get that low
literally
score.
850. So
I just don't understand. I guess there's not as much trust in the execution that they have, because like they had a great opportunity to be like a really, blue chip project and everything like that, and they didn't tweet for like months after the community was like begging them to do something. They have Pharrell, which okay, cool. They signed they bought an animation studio, but they still haven't put out anything. There's a lot of talk without, I guess, like product, and I'm just really curious what their product is going to be.
I have seen some people sharing on the timeline, right, that they're selling like pants and different things for like $1,000, $100 here or whatever, which just seems pretty cool. But it's like, is it just the same stupid people speculating and buying that shit right now, right? Oh, yeah. and wait till the bubble pops, like, you know, because what are you doing with that? Like, it's not tied to anything. Are they able to use those clothes to change their doodles, like on Ethereum? Are they changing on the blockchain? Are they able to put on these clothes and change it up? Like, what is like what is this, like, what is it tied to? I don't understand. Is it just collecting pieces of clothes? Like, I don't know. I have a hard time. I mean,
there's only so many people that'll buy $1,000 piece of clothing, basically,
without any, like, dude, if that $1,000 piece of clothing had some stats and it was going to give me a boost in a game or something, or it was fun, you know, maybe it looked really cool to wear, and but like,
or take it to other games within like metaverse. But that's
I think
not happening on Flow.
I think that's what they're gonna try to do, and I don't fucking know how. Like,
they have to get the entire NFT market over to Flow to do that.
Unless, like, I don't fucking know. Like, I have no fucking clue. Because otherwise, I would agree that wearables for just Flow is not going to do anything. Like, that's impossible. Oh, you motherfucker! Right into the...
I also might be, you know, I might be an idiot for this, but like, I'm just not being bought yet on like wearables that are not wearables yet. Like, you know, Nike has a bunch of those as well, right? Artifact, like, and there's other products out there where they call these things fucking wearables, and I'm like, okay, but where are you wearing it? Like, right now, you just have a digital item that's floating, and it's cool to look at, but you're not wearing it. You're not actually using it in anything. There's no game. There's nothing for you to wear it on. Like,
I think a lot of it's speculation that it'll be like, I know this sounds fucking absurd, but it'll be historical because it's the first fucking pair of, again, rainbow G-string that anyone could ever have. I actually want to get to this question because it's one that I posed on my Twitter, and I would love your thoughts. We may have talked about it before, but a mutant ape or a coda, short, medium, and long term.
Okay.
I think it's harder than you would think, actually.
I think it's a mutant.
Yeah, so I'm the same way. For somebody who doesn't have anything, mutant gets you if you don't have anything, right?
God. Yeah.
Well, mutant's going to get you into the club. You're in the Yugi ecosystem. You're now, if you had a mutant, you know, you obviously got the other deed. You got a sewer pass, et cetera, et cetera. So there is something there with that. However, like, and the question, I guess, is like, we don't know what codas are for. There could be more upside because it's newer and it hasn't yet anything. But so far, you guys done a really good job of, like, apes are the ones who benefit the most from everything that comes out. Like, you know, and then, yeah. So I don't know. That's where I stand. If you don't have either, like, if you don't have an ape, I would definitely get the mutant. If you have an ape, maybe you could get the coda. Like,
I agree. Yeah, I think the ape gets you kind of like full access to everything that will come out from Yuga in the future, where a coda, it gives you access to everything and just the other side. Maybe.
Man,
plus,
I think
plus ape staking. Give me that staking.
Yeah, I think staking is probably, to me, what puts it over the edge at this point, to be honest. If it wasn't for staking, I would think I would actually slightly lean coda. And it's just a speculation play. Like, it's truly would just be a speculative play. Because I think there could be some good run on codas if they really are, and they got to be important. They have to fucking be important. They can't just be, they simply can't just be a piece of shit. Like,
what a troll it would be.
There's no fucking way they'll do that. Like, there's no fucking way. And so, like, to me, there's a chance where the floor price of them is above a mutant ape. Like, I could absolutely see that. Now, you're not getting in fucking pull right to the skull brain.
I was at the same time, Phil. I was at 426.
I was not at that. But no, it doesn't get you the social membership token. But to me, it's the headline. It's the Mickey Mouse in the other side.
Yeah,
that's the play, I guess. And again, speculative for sure.
But
I have one of each, and I wish I had more codas. I don't care if I had another mutant, and that's nothing against mutants, but like, I would rather sell my mutant than my coda currently. Because
question though, definitely. But if you had no apes at all, and you were completely outside the Yuga ecosystem,
then I'm leaning mutant. Then
yeah,
you have to, because like. Well, yeah, because like for me, I've experienced all these things, and so I would know like I want to be in the club for whatever's next, and even if that's not, even if that's not more fucking NFT drops, it's still gonna be like Ape Fest every year. It's gonna be the in real life clubhouse. It's probably gonna be some other cool shit, right? Like, it's not just gonna end, I guess is my point. And I will say, I don't think there's gonna be a bunch more like NFTs dropped on our head. Like, I don't think that's gonna that can't go on forever, I guess.
Oh, I disagree.
Really? You think it's just like, for what though? Like, why would you need more?
Everything. More users need more access.
Okay, so if you're Yuga, then my god, that fucking cow, dude. That cow,
get belly bopped by
bro.
it, dude?
That dude just fucking rode me directly into the fan, dude.
I don't understand the cow hate. Why does everybody hate the cows?
Dude, just fucking rode me in because them
Dude, Squirtle, you're probably really good at like at least boosting through it or ignoring it. But I bet you Phil and I were like, we don't boost. We constantly probably just get belly popped by that.
Straight up, like, just got rode to the ground, dude.
Interesting. Okay.
The cow and the tree, both of those are like the two that would just pop me in the things. Like,
for me, it's the toilets. The toilets are these tiny little things that just like shoot you off into propellers.
Yes,
like,
I would say
right there.
I would say like, yeah, most of the things are fucking tough.
I think you just gave your answer, by the way.
What?
With the perspective of like, if you didn't have an ape, would you rather have a coda or a
mutant? Yeah, I think that's
you were like mutant.
But my question back to you is, so what? When you say, and like when I said, I don't think, maybe I should have been more specific. I don't think it'll be like character type NFTs, or would you disagree with that?
Also disagree.
So then, go ahead. Don't feed.
Like, okay, so one, I feel like I had this conversation like last year, and I was like, man, it's probably like, 'cause there was a time last year, which is kind of going on right now again, but there was a time Azukis and mutants were around the same price. And it was like, what would you get? And I'm like, well, an Azuki is a tier 1 in another ecosystem that's newer, so it still has more time to drop. Like Yuga's already given you guys so much. Like, there's no way they're going to give you more, but they have. And like, I don't think they're slowing down, right? But I think that they are going to be smart about it. And you're right. I don't think like they're not going to be just dropping PFP projects. They're definitely not going to be doing whatever fucking Cool Cats just did. Like, they're not doing things like that. That's for certain. But yeah.
Do you think it would be for storyline, like characters within a storyline? Like, like I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know, like, and maybe that's the whole point, is like, we can't imagine it yet because it's not even close to being to that part in the road. But like, I can't even imagine what they'd be like. Here's the next thing you're getting. Like,
after you don't feed after you.
I was just gonna say, I didn't think that they could do anything else more, and then like, after and then the sewer pass things happen, right? And I do think that the sewer pass is really smart, because that could have been 3 different drops throughout this whole year, but now it's just going to be like 3, these different stages of one thing that they're stretching out, right? And that's smart, I think, on their part.
I agree. It's activation throughout the year. I agree completely with that.
Anyway, sorry, Squirtle, go ahead.
I don't know. Think of World of Warcraft, right? And every time they needed to make it to expand the game, to further the story and create more sales and revenue and everything like that, they introduced a new race into their lore and story, right? I don't see any reason why Yuga wouldn't go down the same path. So picture like apes and Kodas and why did I crash?
Into the fucking tree.
Oh my god.
Dogs, mechs.
Dogs, mechs, right? Okay, so that's gonna be like the foundation, right? In 3 years, people are gonna be like, "Hey, I'm kind of bored of mechs and apes," and then Yuga's gonna be like, "Oh well, okay, let's create zombies. Let's create some other race," and then it's gonna be a drop. It's gonna be exclusive for holders that have been there forever. There's gonna be more revenue. People will get excited. More people will come in and play the games because there's a new race and something new to do, and like a whole new world. And like it's, I don't know, like the playbook's out there.
Do you think it's all through other side though?
If it's
That's
successful,
yes, because that's the easier play to introduce these things, I think.
Yeah.
Than just saying.
And then there's also now the G Pass stuff you guys were talking about earlier with the 10K TF.
Yeah.
Like, so they also have their partners. Then they also have the Meebits thing.
I know
that. Yeah. Obviously, I think
is a sleeper.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that too, and then they don't like. What the fuck? Like nothing's happened with them. I guess I'm not mad because I haven't gotten mine yet, and I definitely want one. And just wait to take off until I get one.
Yeah, it's hard because like if Meebits, like if I fucked with the art really hard, like the same way I do with like Azuki and obviously mutants and a bunch of other things, like I would have picked one up right now. Like I'd go and pick one up. It's one of those things where it's like I know like there's this value and potential and it's a Yuga thing, right? But like I just don't. There's nothing. I'm not feeling anything like with that art.
Really?
Like I'm never
like
gonna
Meebits, no.
Yeah, like I
understand that. I understand.
I could never see myself rocking one as like a PFP or anything, right? Like, and it sucks.
I kind of mess with the Meebits art personally.
Yeah, but that's just it's a
personal
opinion, right? And personal preference. Like, whereas obviously, I mean, it's also too. It's like not only is it a Yuga thing, but it was also a Larva thing at one point, and obviously a Punk is something I really want. But like even knowing all that, I can't like with that when you get to where the price tag where it's at right now, I can't justify it. If it was a 1 ETH thing, I would have picked one up, no problem, right?
Where are they at?
3,
I think they're like 3 or 4, which isn't bad, but when you start to get to that price, it's also too like I kind of, even though some of the stuff that we faded today, I think Clone X was something that came up, and somebody also I don't know if we don't even go off this whole tangent, but somebody did put up a good thread about everything Clone X has dropped compared to Yuga, but how Clone X is doing it versus how Yuga's done it, and how Yuga's always basically we were talking about bringing that value back right to the apes, like to the main thing, and Clone X is too scattered and well. Anyways, clones right now are about the same price as a Meebit. And I could go pick one up, and like there's probably upside. There could be upside potential, maybe, but I just don't. I can't fuck with that. Like I've like looked at them. There's like
clones or Meebits. Sorry,
both of them. It's again, it's another one of those things where it's like I could get this thing, but it's considered a blue chip, and I have access to it right now. And there's probably it could pop off, and I could be out of my range. But I just can't bring myself to buy it because I'm like, I don't fuck with this art. Like,
I think especially when you can get like a beans at 1 something, it's tough to go into that 3 ETH range, I think.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like it's so tied to Yuga at this. Well, I mean, obviously, it is Yuga, and so like to me, I want one just literally for that reason. I don't love the art myself either. There are some that I've actually I've been looking for a while actually. And I probably will start throwing some offers down, but what I've found when looking for Meebits, it's actually kind of hard because there's a lot of them that just they're never for sale and they're not taking offers either. It's like people that it's like punks that have like so many of them that I don't know if they'll ever go for sale. So it's a little bit harder, to be honest with you. Like as I've looked, it's harder.
Yeah.
And if I got really serious, I need to get into the Discord and start asking people specifically. And that's what Will said as well, because he's got a couple me bits, and he said, hey, if you're looking for one in particular, you might have a little more luck getting in the Discord. So that's a little bit different, and I do want one. I do, again, simply because it is Yuga. I would like a bean. I told you all this. I want more other side, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. We'll see. Because diversification, right? Besides that, there's nothing that's really jumping out to me.
Magic,
yes. Magic. Of course, magic. Clones were never anything I liked, also, side note. Like, I never liked their art at all.
Yeah. It always looked, it honestly did look a little low effort to me. Something about the 3D modeling just didn't do it for me.
Doesn't the 3D modeling, it reminds you of like, I feel like, like the new like cartoons that kids watch these days, like, like when they started to like go to that, like in between, they went from 2D to 3D and it was just like horrible. I was like, man, bring back, my Samurai Jack. And
this is going to sound harsh, but it looks like, and Phil, maybe you'll, maybe this will hit home as well, but like, it looks like a low effort kids animation of like a kids show. Like not like the on brand ones, but like the like off brand, like YouTube 3D animated show type of thing that had like a low budget. I don't know.
I couldn't get over the fact that, like, and this is not fair probably, but Murakami with like some of his like famous art pieces where it's just like calm, like around him, like circling him. No, I'm serious. I just couldn't get past that, bro. Like, I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong for that? I don't know, maybe, but like, I just couldn't. And it was like, this is such a weird dynamic for me because these look like kids. And then this old fucking Asian man's got some weird ass fucking like, dude, I'm sorry, but like that was just always, I couldn't get past it.
What about some of Beeple's stuff?
Dude, his stuff is fucking weird too. 1000%.
It is. It's gotten weirder.
Yes, dude. It's been very fucking weird. But again, I'm not trying, like, I could just pick one of his pieces that's not as weird. Like Clone X, every time I looked at him, I thought about this fucking statue with fucking the one with the woman is like milk coming out of her nips, bro. It's fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Just like spinning around and hovering. Like, it's weird. That's all.
I'm about to not talk for
no, you're good. Minutes. That's fine. I'm just thinking about clones now. Gutter Cats also went down. I think they're sub 2. That's a community that was tough. That was a community that I wanted to get into. Well, actually, let me take that back. When they dropped, I was super annoyed and pissed off because the drop was shit. And I was like, fuck this. And then I liked their ski jacket trait for the cats. I was like, ooh, I'm going to get one of these. And then they ran up like crazy, and I just never had enough liquid. And now I'm just not interested at all. And that's like, I have friends that are big cat, Gutter Cat gang holders. It's just like, that's a community that I feel like I have 2 clones, and that's enough for me. Yeah. Let me jump on.
It's like,
go ahead and look up some shit. I'm going to jump on and play.
Checks are apes, Doodle. Yeah, what are Doodles at now? Let's see, 6 ETH. So they were like in the low 5s. Sewer passes 2.35.
What is that? What'd you say?
Doodles.
They went up to 6.
Doodles. Okay.
Yeah, they were down to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember. I saw. It's funny. I saw some of the same. Like, I'm not going to name any of those people, but I saw some of the same people who jump from project to project, pumping things.
There's a lot of people that do that.
There's definitely a good amount, but there was one in particular who I was really happy because he was like, pumping the hell out of sewer passes, and before anybody else. But then all of a sudden now he's like all big on fucking Doodles and like just constantly posting about like selling shit in the marketplace. I'm like, all right, well, you obviously want a bunch of.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm not gonna say it, but I know exactly who you're fucking talking about.
You want a bunch of people now to come in there, buy your fucking clothes. Hopefully you come back into sewer passes and pump those back up for us. But yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go friendship like bracelets. Just holding strong. I love it.
I still have one of them bastards.
Oh, am I fading some generational wealth again?
Dude, that's actually my profession. I'm gonna put that in my fucking resume, dude.
Professional fader of generational wealth.
Okay, I got lucky one time with apes, thank Christ. Otherwise, I've faded so much shit that I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be fucking horrible, and then it just rips my fucking face off. And I'm like, all right.
This is a sick Azuki on the floor.
Man. I know, dude.
It's a no OpenSea. That's why.
Yeah. What's the floor of Azuki right now?
Non-OpenSea listing is 13.33.
I'm never gonna have an Azuki, dude. I'm not gonna spend that on it. That's the thing, and that's nothing against them.
Why?
I wish I was in the ecosystem, but I don't think I'll ever spend 13 ETH on it.
I think beans are just like one. You get something for having a beans like event away from doing like
Ripping.
3 to 4 ETH.
Yeah.
Everyone, that was really impressive. I'm glad you got to see me fucking run into that fucking wall. Buy Azuki at 28 ETH max pain. Oh yeah, that is fucking max pain.
Yeah.
Again, that's okay. I got one for you. That was me buying a Coda at 33 ETH when ETH was much more expensive than it is now.
You know what I will say though about the Coda thing, Phil? That
I got the fucking Ape coin for free, and that's
no.
Which is true, by the way. That's true.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but what might make you feel better is you're not alone. Like,
yeah.
Like listening to
There's
Bender.
a bunch of fucking idiots. Okay, I got it.
Well, that's to say, yeah, listening to like Bender and trending down. Like, there's a bunch of other people that are like pretty smart people, you know, that they all bought into Codas like at that hype, right? And like I think it was only the megas that have like really held their value or gone up. But yeah.
That's all right. When I'm riding this motherfucker around the other side and you're fucking him and paying me for it, that's when we make it all back, baby.
Yeah. This bean right here is super clean. I love this one.
I think I need to get a pink one, the jelly bean, which is like pink and purple.
Yeah, I was looking at I was looking at a couple of them. It's funny. There's a bunch of things in that like 1 to 2 range right now that are just very tempting. Obviously,
the floor is kind of thin-ish, but
what's the floor of what's the floor of beans right now
for jelly beans?
Yeah, or any of them, just a bean in general.
Jelly bean, you got 1.346.
That's not bad.
Floor is basically like 1.33.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. We'll see. I need to stake some more.
Ooh, I like this one.
Dude, here's the...
Wait, is there a trait type called jelly bean? Or
yeah, yes, dude, for real.
Yeah, so we got
pink one.
Is it special, or where do you find jelly
bean?
Very special, bro.
What category is it?
Oh, type.
Oh, there's types.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Do you have a type?
Oh, dude, I like that jelly bean. That's the one I was looking at.
Yeah, they're cool. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Seb has what might be the rarest bean of them all, actually. Ignore the alpha on Zapper. There we go. Okay. This one right here.
Where are you bringing these things up, by the way, Squirtle? Or because
the screen I'm sharing. Sorry, which is
but yeah, as I say, Phil is.
That's I'm talking to myself over here.
I thought you were like posting. I thought you were posting the link like in our private chat or somewhere. So I'm like, where is he dropping?
Once I die, I'll go. I'll go to.
It's totally fine.
Once I die, don't you worry. It'll be any second now.
I'm like, oh yeah, look at all these beans.
Yeah, no, you kept on being like, all right, here. You kept on being like, here, let me pull this. And like, I'm like, okay, cool. Where are you dropping this? Damn.
What's up, Lucky? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate everyone being here.
But
Ranga's also ripped for a long time. I did not buy into those. Also, I'm gonna go to Goblins.
Still fading that wealth for sure.
I'm fading that one as well.
Motherfucking Goblins ran up to like 9 ETH. What the frick?
Dude, they were like 10 ETH, and now they're
what are they? I've heard nothing. Everyone stopped making goblin sounds.
Thank
they're like
God
point
for
something.
that. No hate on the goblins, but those spaces were too much for me.
0.6. That, yep.
Those
Who would've
ugly,
thought?
those ugly bastards.
Who could have guessed that one?
But again, I faded the shit out of generational wealth there because I was looking at those stupid bastards at like 0.1.
Dude,
I'm not even fucking kidding you. And
actually,
I bought
Phil,
10 of
you
them
gave
bitches.
us the alpha, man. You
Yes.
came on Graveyard Shift and you're like talking about Goblin Towns the weekend before they blew up,
dude.
And like we could have all just gone in there, but we were like, dude, these things are ugly. And like that was
and then for like 2 months we just heard goblin sounds everywhere mocking.
Yeah, and I was just going open sea and it's everywhere, and they're at 10 ETH, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, I could have bought 10 of these stupid bastards and had 100 ETH. What the fuck?
I can't believe Moonbirds is at 146 listed and a 6.9 floor.
Why? Oh, because that's low. Because it's not many. That tells you exactly where the community is, like feeling about it.
Yeah.
Thoughts about Beeple being one of the artists that you can potentially get a chance. I think you have like a 2.5% chance of getting a Beeple at Proof Conference.
What's the percentage?
I think it was like 2.5%.
It's pretty low.
It's definitely low.
They're doing like a bunch of like in-person mints, aren't they?
Yes, that I like that. Like that's cool, and they definitely have a banger lineup of people that'll be talking. I still struggle with the making your folks like pay for the conference, but such is life. One thing that I heard on I don't remember what show, but within the last week, it was kind of like, okay, so obviously Proof Collective, the pass is always going to be the top of the line, but you've got to have, at some point, you got to have these things for Moonbirds too, like things that they get for free to show that they're actually important as well. It can't just be you are always paying for these secondary items, you're never getting something for free, etc. Which I thought was fair. As someone that's not in the ecosystem, this was coming from someone in the ecosystem. It was like, I love the Moonbird community, but can you at least pretend like we're valued parts of the community, which I found interesting. Just got deadly silent. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
There we go. Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oddities.
Oh, God.
I got something.
Okay,
Yeah.
They did get oddities. Those ugly fuckers too.
They were above one.
I mean, iconic artist. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. Like, so.
If you want to look at something painful, by the way, go look at the Proof Collective fucking.
I know, down to 25.
Fuck.
When those things were like up at 100,
and they were selling at 100. Shit.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. Man, it's crazy too. And they were selling at 100, and what ETH was that, like 3 or 4K, right?
Dude, don't remind me of me not selling an ape for like 400K. Let's not talk about that.
Dude, Phil, you realize that you were a millionaire. Up,
dude. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, bro. Thanks.
I think everyone in crypto has to like experience going down like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm sorry, that's very much like privilege.
Being a millionaire and then losing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really, really.
Thanks for reminding me that I was once a millionaire. Never thought I'd ever say that in my life.
You know what though, Phil? You did sell that serum at 50, and I just went and looked, and like serums were like 19. I'm like, oh,
I know. I sold that at the top because that was also ETH was still at 3K, so that was a fucking massive dub. Sunflower seeds are amazing, Lucky. I love them. I'm a baseball coach, hence the sweet single A baseball hat here. But I love sunflower seeds. Baseball season is about to start in Texas. I'm the high school coach, and I go through so many fucking sunflower seeds. It's not even funny. 2 apes under 1 ETH. Oh, motherfuck. Yeah, that's tough. I only had 1 ape from the jump. Well, actually, that's a lie. I minted 1 ape, and then I had a trade for another ape. And the rest is history. I just held. I sold one of my dogs like in August of 2021 for, at the time, it was a high price, 5.5 Ethereum. And then I remember feeling like I fucking won the lottery when I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I got an M1 and an M2 serum. I used the M1 and I sold the M2. Yeah, exactly. Keep moving. Hindsight's 2020, dude. Can't sit on it because, like, yeah, dude. When people are posting about like checks, they're like, if you would have bought the fucking spent 10 Ethereum on this, so
like,
you would be a fucking 2 millionaire now. It's like, okay, thanks. Like, thank you, motherfucker. Like, of course, bro. Like, you could say that about like a million. If I knew the fucking if I knew the lottery numbers, I'd be a fucking millionaire. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Like, God,
for that one single checks call out, there's 1,000 other projects that you could have done the same thing for, and you would have nothing.
Yeah, literally. The one that you decide, this is the fucking time we ride at dawn. You just fucking lose 10 ETH, dude.
Dude, I think experiencing that's super healthy. Like it for like future.
Getting rugged or what?
Seeing like just a shit ton of money.
Generational wealth.
Yes. Because of the long term like outlook I have on all this, but I think like learning how to take your profits in a cycle and not fall into Rango, get your butt out of my face.
You heard about the codas, bro.
He's like, yo, pimp me out.
Like it teaches you to be a little more trigger happy with like taking profits, but also like I don't know, like you learn a bunch about like your own mental and like your own emotion, like controlling your emotions, and I don't know. I think it's really valuable.
I would agree with that. I feel much more numb nowadays.
Anything can hit you, and you're like, yeah, no problem.
I'm like, oh, whatever. My when Aped coin went down to like $2, I was just like, no, yeah, that feels good. Like I held that shit through 25, and now it's at $2. It feels great. Like, the fuck, dude, what? How stupid am I? I had 20,000 Aped coin and it was at $25. How fucking stupid am I?
Dude, it's called being in crypto.
Dude, just so dumb. So
and then it comes back and it does like a whole another like 100x, and you're like, what the hell just happened?
When it got down to like 240, man, that's when you knew I had been hardened by the fucking world.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even phase me. I was like, oh, good. I'm glad it's at $2.40. It's exactly where I wanted it.
At least it's not 24 cents.
Yeah, exactly. At least it's not zero. God damn it.
I think everyone was lucky that ETH and Bitcoin like hit their lows, knock on wood, while everyone was at NYC, or NFT NYC.
Why?
Because nobody was paying attention to it. And, it. And you could just go through the week and just be like, oh, well, that happened.
People are just getting hammered. Like, yeah, fucking New York, baby.
Yep.
That's the secret. Anytime you think the fucking bottom's coming, just throw a fucking banger party. No one will care. No one will sell. Just hold through to zero. We hold to Valhalla or zero.
I'm getting sloppy. My goodness.
I'm about to break my fucking record with this tier 2 pass right here. Probably not, but I'm attempting.
We're getting closer.
Any other thoughts or questions from the audience, please send them our way.
Getting closer to D-Day or Ape Day.
I know.
Power Shark Day.
It's an exciting it's an exciting month for me because we have this stuff coming up, the passes and the summoning, and then also next week Harry Potter on the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have the VR2 coming, so I'm like excited to fuck around with that as well.
I almost like want to buy a PS5 for not just the Harry Potter game, but like by a large portion because of the Harry Potter game. Like I would play other stuff, but
would you dress up as a wizard when you
I mean, I think it's a requirement, isn't it?
Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude.
You got to run into the walls and like catch a snitch and put a broom between your legs.
Hell yes, dude. No, I'm excited about the power sources still, like, confused, but that's just very typical for Yuga. Like I'm always just in a state of confusion, which is, I guess, good. It's exciting, at least.
I feel like there's a Drake lyric or a Kanye lyric that fits in there somewhere.
There's definitely a lyric somewhere there we missed, but no, I'm excited. It'll be good.
Yeah,
it'll be good. I really hope they're the little fucking beings, dude.
Oh, me too.
Oh my God, I really hope, because that'd be so fucking cool.
Like, you all know how excited I am that like Dookey is making beans into these just like adorable little fuckers in their anime. Like I think it's a great vibe. So anything that's like cute and small and squishy, like I think will do pretty well if they go down that route.
I
agree. Just from a little drawing that they had in a promo.
Yeah, it's kind of funny too, because if they go that route and you start off as those cute little creatures, but then they become like fucking Gundams, you're like hitting all of the things along the way. They're like,
so good.
All right, Yuga's like, all right, cool, we're gonna tap into the cute little beans thing. Now we're just gonna go like full on fucking robots.
Yep, exactly. I agree. The other things, I mean, let's see. I'm really curious what Izuki is cooking up. It feels like they're ramping up to something. Then I'm excited for Wolf Game, for a lot of these wool like spending syncs, like with the Ape and Dookey Dash, to start coming. I made my first in-game profit in like the full game that they released a couple days ago. 2 sheep started making sweet love in my barn to make a baby sheep.
Oh my!
And
this is something like a Coda plan.
Exactly. It's a theme in Web3.
We don't actually have sex in real life, so we have to have, and these fucking creatures have sex instead.
And someone gave me 5,000, which is what I set for the like how much it costs to make babies in my barn. 5,000 wool for baby making. So got that, which is nice and really cool. And then I feel like I'm forgetting something big.
I'm just excited for Yuga, obviously, because of this, but then also the second trip. Like, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah. What was the other thing?
There probably is something else, but I don't fucking know, dude.
What the hell?
I need that.
I'm really curious to see how the Blur.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Airdrop goes.
Blur. It's going to be a blur.
Oh, yeah. So I thought that I had like
a million and you had 5.
No. I thought I had I'd opened up a good amount of boxes, right? And like they were just all uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this fucking sucks. And then people were telling me like, well, don't worry, people who had, thousands of boxes, like, cause I have like, 100 or something. They're like, people who have thousands didn't even get anything cool. So I was like, okay. But then I randomly went into Blur and there was like a little recalculated, I guess it happened on 12/20. And I have 3 mythical.
Look at you.
Yeah, so I'm even more excited to see what the fuck this airdrop's gonna yield, because if that mythical gives me some, some money, some generational wealth, I will take my profit.
What was that question? Actually, I can't
Instantly.
See it. Do you guys want
to go to Ape Fest this year? Heard the rumors in Las Vegas. I think it's going to be Las Vegas or Miami. And yes, as long as I'm not dead, I'll be going. That's the plan. I've enjoyed the first 2. They've been super dope. And I would love it if they would announce just like a month of when it would be. Just because, I actually have
kids,
responsibilities. I know it's really fucking weird in the space, but I got some fucking responsibilities. So
you don't just live in a content house in LA and
unfortunately, fortunately, I do not. Yeah. Fortunately, I do not. Are we picking up any Loud Punks? That's the Rolling Loud, right? Is that tomorrow? I feel like that's soon. Is that tomorrow? Lucky? Here's what I'll say. I don't think I'm definitely not on the list. And what I heard though is a lot of people are bullish on it just from the fact that it's a lifetime membership to Rolling Loud, and I'm all about music.
Oh, is that going on now? Like the mint is happening. There's
Is that
like
right now? I thought it was maybe this weekend. I don't know.
They were talking about it on in real life alpha and saying there were only like 1,000 mints or something.
Yeah,
it's not a lot. And I think the mint is like 1.5.
Yeah, and they're going to burn if they don't sell out.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like what they said on that show was pretty spot on. Where it was like, I wouldn't speculate on these to try and flip and make profit, but if you plan on going to every Rolling Loud that you can, and like Lil Wayne is obviously his tours is on that Rolling Loud, like a lot of his tour dates and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's definitely somebody that's going to be at Rolling Loud. Then you can, then go and get one of these for sure. But if you're planning on trying like flip these, because you think there's some hype, I don't know.
No, I agree with that. My question would be, is there a way to like rent them out? Like
that was if there was infrastructure to be like, I can delegate it to someone and like almost like a season pass holder.
Like a warm wallet.
Oh,
dude, situation, right?
With delegate and warm.
Couldn't
we
but like the people, the demand for that, there isn't the infrastructure set up with like everyone having a crypto wallet and
you'd have to it'd have to be like people that are here that maybe want to go to a one-off thing. But
exactly.
I mean, even if you're able to sell that a couple times or rent that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm on the fence, just interested in access. No, I agree, Lucky. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm bullish on membership type NFTs though, like this, for an event, a yearly event, or something that's quarterly or whatever it may be. I actually love the idea of that. Any kind of membership token where you're getting a percentage off at a store, or again, you're getting yearly things or events. I think they're just getting started even still. Like there's been a few, but I think they're genius, actually.
What if you're getting a discount to a conference?
What's that one?
That's Moonbirds, right?
Are you saying Moon? No, motherfucker. I knew you were going to use that shit. I fucking knew you were going to say that. No, that don't even count, bro.
It's a membership.
Hell to the no, that don't count.
A discount?
Fuck that. They should be getting that shit for free. If I was a Moonbird holder, I'd be mad.
Dude, don't you want a fanny pack?
Actually, sure, but not for holding a 40 to 6. Bunch of unopened blur boxes. Is that good or bad? I think that's good, dude. But
pop those bad boys, because they're probably. I had a bunch unopened too, and then I found those 3 mythicals in there. So pop those bad boys open.
I think I have like very few.
My hope with Blur is that it's actually a good product and people want to use it. So
that's the key. Well, people actually want to use it when there's not the farming happening.
Yeah,
I will say that it's probably the best prices right now, and
I'll keep
some of the best, and obviously some of the best liquidity. But that's tied to the rewards.
Yes, if they can keep the liquidity, that's the key. Like if you can still have some way to incentivize that. I mean, that's the driving force for them. I actually don't love the design of it because it really is. Yeah, because like on a full transparency, when I've used it, and I haven't, like also full transparency, but the few times I have, I felt like I got lost a little bit. Like I just got lost in the sauce, bro. Like I wasn't even sure where I was looking.
Have you
like,
used it recently? Because like I feel like before I didn't like it because it felt like, to me, but some people, what a lot of people were drawn to and loved it is it felt like trading shit coins. Like,
well, that's the whole key. That's the key to me, I guess, is that it definitely feels like it's made for traders. But
they've now updated and they have like a collector view where it's a lot better. Yeah.
Well, then maybe I would like it more. I just know, and again, like that didn't mean they were wrong. It was just like for me, it didn't feel great. Like I felt like I couldn't get to where I wanted to get to.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think they have a really good product that people enjoy using. Like I find myself going to Blur over OpenSea a lot, like a lot.
What's the main driving force? Is it because the liquidity and the low prices at the moment?
I think it's more information. So better trait-based listings and buying, more information about the NFT. I actually think the UX is really nice and simple. But maybe that's like, I don't know.
Question though, Squirtle, what do you think about the fact that like you can't just pull up Blur without connecting? Like, you know, how you couldn't just like
Right.
pull it up on a browser and show somebody like or on your phone unless you connect
Not
your
a
wallet.
huge fan of that one.
Like, why is it gated like that? That's like, yeah.
That is strange to me as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing weird. What the?
I just don't understand it, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know
there's
why
nothing weird
that's-
with their signatures or anything like that. Like I'm pretty sure they use like the standard for sign in with Ethereum that's in review right now, like the EIP. I'll have to double check that, but yeah, it's a good product with some really good backers and people behind it.
And Beanie, what a great dude, bro.
Well, he invested
high
in
quality
everything,
brother.
everything.
I'm gonna die.
Dude,
Sorry.
Beanie is such like a funny myth in this. Not myth, but like
He's
what's the proper?
He is the. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Just a character, just an interesting character, bro.
Yeah, like what do you call like a character that's like lurking in the shadows that everyone knows
creeper,
about?
dude.
Urban legend.
Yeah.
Urban legend.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Everyone is Beanie.
We are Beanie.
Somebody.
Oh my freaking god! How did
I don't know who said it, but somebody before. Obviously, everybody knows who that Josh Grabowski guy is now with his Skybrooks and everything.
Yeah.
But somebody when the first time, when he was up on Spaces, they're like, dude, doesn't Josh sound like Beanie?
I think Josh sounds like there's another dude that's on the cap. Oh fuck you! There's no I hit that shit.
You did.
I just woke up my son probably too. Damn it, that was a nice run.
What'd you get to?
I was at about just under 4 minutes, so it was a decent run.
Not bad.
Felt like I was in the zone.
You're getting into a groove with this game, man.
I'm okay. I'm not great. Gary was in the Spaces this morning. I'm guessing with Rolling Loud. Probably. Yeah, Beanie, a villain for sure. No, Josh sounds like the guy that does the freaking merch that's like high end. I cannot think of the dude's name. Clubhouse Archives. The guy that runs that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Josh and him sound exactly alike, bro. Like their voices are fucking identical. Seriously.
Clubhouse Archives. He's a good dude.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Dude.
The golf clothing and everything.
Yes, right. Like the different jackets and shit.
Yeah, I've had a couple meetings with him actually, and I've met him in real life.
And it wasn't Josh.
Not to my knowledge.
All right.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, another question for you. What's his name? EBL. I fucking don't know his Twitter handle. Eric. He does a lot of trading of ape assets and has done some OTC trading for people, helping people with that.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tweet yesterday about merch specifically for Bored Ape, and he said I would love it if they had more variety and it was like a yacht club, so it was like polo shirts for golf and yacht shirts, etc. Like more like a high class brand rather than
like metal.
Rather than, I mean, streetwear, which is basically what it's been thus far.
Yeah.
Thoughts on variety within merch?
So you get into that whole like, what is your brand discussion,
right?
Because even like the most famous clothing companies, they have a vibe. They don't just make anything.
Correct.
So I don't know. I think it's like be careful with how much you diversify your brand.
Can we just diversify away from black hoodies though?
I mean, I'm all about those white tie-dye ones.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good
cream,
fucking
whatever.
hoodie. Okay, fucking Christmas tree. You just ruined my fucking Christmas.
Well,
I love the tie-dye shit they had, the long sleeve, the short sleeve, those are all great.
mhm.
The jean jacket's cool. But like just black hoodies, like, come on. Like some of us live where it's hot more than it's cold, so I don't know. Maybe not just hoodies.
Yuga did invent the fucking black hoodie though, man. Like
They did, bro. They invited the
First
fucking
ones.
wheel too.
Do you think they should have like an open merch shop
Maybe eventually.
that just anyone can go in and get some
Sure.
ape stuff?
Yeah, maybe. I've always thought it would be cool if they gave holders one free item. And it could just be a t-shirt, that's fine, from every drop. And then they also had like 1 or 2 items that anyone, even if you didn't have an ape or a mutant, could buy it.
Mhm. Yep.
I've always thought that would be maybe wise, but I don't fucking know.
Well, it was.
I don't work for them yet, so can't give them that information.
It was another topic on the in real life alpha show that Don't Feed and I were watching, but the concept of like you'll go to like NFT parties and you'll see someone like wearing merch, like ape merch or something like that, and you'll be like, oh, you own an ape, and they're like, oh no, I just have the merch, or like a moonbird thing.
Duel them to the fucking death.
And it's like people just want to own things in like this culture that we've built in this Web3 world, even if they're not a part of the project, right? Like they just.
You mean my stack of Invisible Friends sweatshirts?
Oh, is that real?
Oh.
It's not really a stack. I mean, I have 2 of them.
He's got 50 of them. He's got a problem. He's got very bad.
I have 2 of them. They're still in the they're not even opened. But I bought them because I was trying to get the fucking whitelist.
Yeah. That was such a shitty meta, dude. God damn, that was a shitty meta.
They probably made millions off the fucking clothes.
Which is such a fucking joke, dude. Oh my god. I remember just being annoyed by that.
But like I think like if you are a relevant project that people have like a
affinity for, you pipe.
You'll get sales from people outside of the community that just want to have a piece of something that's official from them. So I think they should open it up to people, and you can do it in limited runs, like by all means.
You know what I think Bored Ape should sell is like some of their iconic traits, man, like the captain's hat. And then the mutant version of the captain's hat, like I don't know. There could be some cool little things like that I
Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
You mean the Nazi shirt?
Yes.
Coda sex doll.
Yeah, dude. Those would sell like fucking hotcakes.
All of the hape, community, it cracks me up.
Why? That's so random.
Like the people that are always trying to find like something wrong with ape.
Oh, I thought you said fucking like the Hapes, bro. Like the fucking project, the Hape, like Hape Beast. Those fucking 3D apes, bro.
I
was like, dude, why do you hate such a fucking like?
Like the amount that they reach for, let's invalidate.
Oh, dude, they try. They really do. Yeah.
And they ignore like plain logic while doing so.
It's weird because there's 2 camps. There's a camp of like the RR people that are just stupid, like they're pretty much like flat earthers. They're like of like the Yuga hate group. Yep. They're like the conspiracy ones, and they're just dumb as fuck. And like they talk about missiles in this game. No, but
then there's missiles, bro. I wish.
But then there is actually people that I respect and like that are kind of smart that then just like to hate on Yuga for being Yuga, and like they hate on it the same way, like basically how like Phil was just and rightfully so, like saying like,
God.
dude, the fuck the Invisible Friends sweatshirt thing,
Yeah.
right? But they act like Yuga's the same way, and it's like, no, there's definitely a difference between that and that.
Yes.
And yeah, so like there's two camps. Like there's the conspiracy, the nuts, like those people will always exist, and there's nothing we can do. There's no logic with them.
Mhm.
But it does kind of like break my heart to see some of the, like, I don't know, there's some smarter creative people in this space that just like want to hate Yuga.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, dude, I mean, this is
Like, you don't need to.
yeah, there's no reason to, and
Yeah.
and they're propping up this whole ecosystem. Like,
Yeah, a lot of times I think it's just to be different. There's an
Yeah.
appeal to being different and having a different opinion than everyone else, and that can be the only reason to have it. The opinion, that is.
yeah. So there's the conspiracies, and then there's the contrarians.
Yeah.
Maury has 1 legendary and 8 rares from his blur.
Ooh.
We need variety of everything ape. I agree. I have another idea for ape merch. When flip brim. Yes, dude. Yes.
What's
So, mhm.
What?
Is everyone selling their blur airdrop right when it drops?
Yeah.
It's, dude, if there's profit, I'm so ready for another opportunity, because like I got pretty good on the ENS drop, man. And I fucked that up. That was like
fumbling generational wealth.
like no joke.
What
Like here's how bad it is.
Ooh.
I could have bought a mutant ape, and I would have got in before Other Side, before Ape Coin, before the sewer pass, because it was when mutants like were around 2 or 3, right? Like that was when I had my ENS airdrop, and I was right there, and I wasn't even looking at them, and I was still so. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong fucking shit. I bought a lumps, dude.
What? What is a lumps?
Yeah, exactly. No, but he's actually he's a cool, respectable artist from the UK. But dude,
I think I know who you're talking about, though.
I didn't even realize though that like he didn't even have his own contract. He used Seaport. And like he has a whole 10K collection with that. And I was like, oh my god! Like, so I really didn't do my research, but like, dude, these things were worth like 1 or 2 at one point. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Exactly. Lucky dude. I don't think anybody's faded generational wealth as hard as I have. Like, let's just leave it at that.
Many lessons.
So anyways, the point is, this airdrop, if there's any money from it and I have a chance to like not fuck it up, I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I do like that there's a little bit of bullishness going on in the crypto world, which means people hold things a bit more. So hopefully it's just not like it releases and goes straight down to nothing.
I think that's what's going to happen. Everyone's waiting for a fucking airdrop, dude.
I think there's gonna be some people
Lobster Star. It's called Lumps, I think, not Lobster Star. I wish it was called Lobster Star now, dude. That would have been a fucking hit.
From Red Lobster.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Red Lobster memberships.
Ooh, those biscuits. That's worth it.
Dude.
Oh man.
Biscuits for life.
Yep.
I bet you, I will say this, I'll call this. There's going to be a little short period with the airdrop where people are trying to fucking pump it and buy it and like anything else, right? Like same thing when ENS and everything else
looks
like
rare.
It looks rare, ape, whatever. Like when it first drops, there's going to be all these people that are like, don't sell, I'm buying more, and like, and there's gonna be some big wallets too that are gonna do like,
hold that shit, you pussy, it's going up. And then immediately just dumping it on your fucking head.
Anyways,
are you gonna fade generational wealth again?
Yeah, that's gonna be the perfect time to sell when you see people like, this shit's going to fucking, let's say, I don't think it would drop at like $50 or $100, but like just whatever it is, when people start talking about it going like 2, 4, 10x, like that price, like that's when you know it's time to go.
And this is why you need to lose and fade like a small fortune in order to be able to say all these things when all this stuff comes out the second time around. Lessons learned.
Dude, it's like the third or fourth time for me.
You had to repeat the grade, dude. It's
Yep.
no big deal.
It'll stick. It'll stick eventually.
Don't worry, I'm still gonna fuck it up.
I can't. If Blur comes out, hey guys, I'm not selling.
You'll be the one campaigning on Twitter for everyone to just double down, buy fucking more.
Dude, I'm putting everything I got into it.
Oh God,
It's the next Yuga.
We're buying Blur. We go Blur for Blur.
I mean, if I could flip some Blur stuff into another bean or a little more magic, maybe. Actually, I might go towards. Okay, so are people like not looking at tokens or ERC20s right now? It feels like it. It feels like nobody is looking at token profits.
Dude, other than obviously, I was showing you Magic, man, just within the last month. Oh my God,
just a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? 200% on the month or something?
Yeah. There's some generational wealth. Blur to the moon.
Blur to the moon.
We're gonna get Blur tattoos. That's when you know you're in too deep.
But you all know I've been like pounding the drum on a couple tokens of like Magic, GMX, RPL, DeFi tokens, like Aave and
what do you think about Matic?
Matic, definitely. OP with Optimism, doing a bunch of stuff on Arbitrum for the eventual Arbitrum token. I love that nobody's looking at anything that's not an NFT. So like everyone just is like laser focused on JPEGs.
Dude, we just need to start putting faces on these coins, man. It'll change the game.
Let's create a shit token. Just got this face on it.
I mean, it's cool. Like I'll keep like getting, making profits in the token world.
You know what we should have
to ignore it.
Squirtle is you should walk us through one day of like everything that we should be doing to try and get this Arbitrum airdrop.
I just do stuff on like make transactions, interact with things, get some NFTs over there, play around with GMX, stuff like that. Like airdrop is usually just like you were active, the ENS thing, all that.
Yeah,
dude, ENS was such a fucking banger too, dude. Man,
market airdrops.
Dude, that was such a good fucking thing, bro.
Dude, that was amazing.
It'll happen again.
That was a banger.
There's gonna be a lot of layer 2 airdrops.
Yeah, what about the fucking MetaMask airdrop, man?
Dude, fuck MetaMask.
Is that a myth at this point? Like,
yeah, it's a fucking myth. Santa Claus is more real than that shit.
In their interviews, they laugh about it too, like with their team. They giggle.
Oh my God!
They giggle at us, not with us.
Do you Squirrel? Do you think they're never going to do one? Like, there's just no point, or?
I think one day they might, but there has to be a really good reason because like they're just printing money right now without it. So,
how about OpenSea airdrop?
I doubt that ever happens.
Yeah, OpenSea is not going to happen because they're trying to go public, right? Or no, not public, but what was the reason?
Greedy, I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Scam all the time for MetaMask. Yeah, there's just, I don't know. I'd rather them focus on better wallet UX than logistics around a token. And that's okay. So that's something. I'm stoked for all this focus right now on wallet UX. Basically, it just forces these companies to like actually put effort into it. Otherwise, they die.
Yeah, so. That's what I was about to ask. Is do you think we're going to see something replace MetaMask or a good competitor come? Maybe that's going to force them to bring their fucking token out.
The competition. Yeah. I think like MetaMask will kind of always be number one, but if someone starts sneaking up on them, you know, because MetaMask has a ton of trust with people of like, my transactions go through and they work, and I don't have to be afraid of like an error with the app or anything like that, right? Like, you know, you're going to be doing a transaction when you do it on MetaMask. And building up that trust with users takes a long time. So my hope is that these new wallets that are coming out just force MetaMask to try harder, I guess, and give everyone a better product.
Dude, these checks are going for fucking. They're gonna be at 2E soon. They're at
Shut the fuck,
1.56.
dude. I'm sorry, but I'm out on that completely. That's just so fucking dumb, dude.
Wow.
Like, oh my god, whatever. Congratulations if you have them bitches, and if you have a lot of them, I would suggest selling at least half of them.
It's, you know what it is, because they dropped that fucking. They finally told people how it's gonna work, the burn thing too, and it's like, you fucking need a lot of these suckers.
It's called Ponzi.
Yeah.
Like, fucking damn, dude.
Is Ness on here? Why can't you see Ness graphics on Blur? It's weird.
Oh, is he actually like properly blocked? Because somehow Blur got past OpenSea's blocking everything else, but somehow Ness is good.
He's the fucking OG. He's like, fuck Blur.
Let's see here. But these are at 0.049. If it gets back down to 0.035, I'm picking up a couple because he has more burns coming.
I don't know what to think. Yeah, he definitely has more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we picked the wrong Ponzi.
I didn't even know about checks until they were like, I feel like more than 0.1.
Oh, I was to say they were already they were around 0.1 or 0.2 when I heard about them, and I heard from some pretty credible people like they were buying them, and I pretty much had everything handed to me on a silver platter, letting me know that it was time to buy these things
again.
And I just was like distracted by other things, and I was like, whatever. Like, you know, I saw people for like the past like week or so. They're like, dude, checks underneath is fun, and I'm like, okay, yeah, these things are gonna run. I should probably grab at least like one or two, and then and now today they're just where they are, and now I won't touch them out of.
Hold on tight.
Stubborn.
All of you that are holding these motherfuckers, hold on to your ass crack, because at some point, this shit is not just going to go up. Like, come on. At some point, this dumbass check is going to go to the fucking ground.
You say that these things are going to be at like 14th ETH, just laughing at you.
That's going to be the dumbest. That's when I realized. That's when I once again. This happens, you know, at least once a quarter. How dumb this fucking space is when
are squiggles dumb?
At like 15. Are they dumb?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't been the biggest fan, but they're historical, I suppose.
Okay, that's fair. All right. I can't try you on that one then.
Like, I would have one simply because of the historical significance. That's it.
Yep.
I would sell it so quickly.
Get
something else. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would sell
that's
it so quickly. There's like, it's just, yeah.
A squiggle.
It's art blocks. That's what it is.
I respect that everybody else respects them that much and pays that much for them. That's one of those things that just like, I don't know, will never grow on me. Like, Punks was one of the things that I like, you know, I faded for so long, and then it just clicked, and like, I love them and I respect them. Squiggles.
Which one did you say?
Punks.
Oh,
yeah. Like, now I totally, I get it.
Yeah.
Squiggles, I'll just never get, but I get the fact that a lot of other people get it.
In like 1 year, you're gonna be like, I get it.
Maybe.
He's gonna have a whole Squiggles collection off his Blur airdrop.
They're gonna be 50 ETH.
Just remember, I'm the same person who chose Lobster Stars for new names. So,
dude, I wish.
We all have those.
Checks, that'll be something I can never get behind. So I Hope everyone makes money off them. Don't be the person holding them at the end of this charade. Fucking dang it.
You know, if people could like just start selling all their punks and bring the floor down, that'd be
It'll
awesome.
never happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's
No,
one
those
where
are
like if there was
scary.
anything to buy in this bear market, I feel like it's punk. Because they might be the lowest that they
But they've
Yeah.
been a pretty good stable coin.
Yeah, they have been.
Phil, if there was ever a trade that you were to do with your ape, that's the one that I think is the no-brainer, in my own opinion, that you should not do anything based off of.
I run into the fucking pole. Yeah, I think
You've thought about it.
I thought about
You
it.
flirted with the idea, as I say, yeah.
I did.
The one nice thing about it is, I feel like with a punk is like, you don't have to ever worry about like anything happening that's gonna like change like their value.
Dude, you have historical and Yuga.
Yeah.
Backing it. Like,
But I mean, like, I'm just like, you know, you don't like it's one of the things like it's not waiting on or relying on like news from a founder, you know,
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
some kind of new drop or anything. Like it's just gonna do what it does.
It's pure awesome. Pure.
I'm kind of a firm maybe on that. If I had like 10 apes, then I would for sure. But
Interesting.
I don't.
What if there was a product
Because, like,
that let you list
here-
trading and you could accept offers for people offering their punks to you?
Here's my reasoning is because at this point, oh my god, dude, it's too slow at the beginning. I'm just crashing into shit. I look at my second ape as like my big play in the space at some point to like take real world winnings, whatever fucking word you want to use there. And so I don't know if I could trade it for like a punk that would be the thing that I'm eventually trading. Like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because if you switch into that, then it's like now you have one ape and you have one punk.
Correct.
And you feel underexposed if you ever sell either. But
Yep.
yeah, that is a good point. That's a good reason to stay in the 2 ape, because if you do ever want to be in a position to take profits where it's like, dude, fucking apes are, you know, at 100 ETH and
$100 million, yeah.
It's fucking go.
Yeah, and ETH is at 10 grand, like.
Yeah, that's when I'm dancing naked in the street, dog.
ETH 10K.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my thinking, because I did flirt with it, and then I was just like, well, shit, if I do this when I want to do this real life play, I won't even be able to fucking do what I was gonna do. So,
and then I also then I also think like a punk is 2 staking nodes, like full staking nodes is a punk.
Yeah.
2. It's a lot.
Do you think though that a punk will outpace 2 staking nodes?
That's a great question.
In terms of holding value and over time and accruing?
I think it just basically comes down to, can punks gain more than, I guess, like 7-8% a year? I would say would be the measure on that one. And this is like not just like 1-2 years from now. This is like over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Can punks average like the average, you know, amount? And then also factor in compounding interest if you were to reinvest that ETH into like liquid staking and stuff like that. I don't know, that's a tough one. I would take the nodes, to be honest. I really would. Just because the node equals what gives the punk value. The node equals what gives all of these NFTs and DeFi and culture that we are all in value. Without it, there's none of it. So I'll take that over.
And maybe over a long enough time frame too, those 2 nodes could get you a punk.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
When punks go to 1 ETH. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, how many years would that be? 2 at like, let's just say like 9.
Well, plus 2, the money that you're making with that ETH, like, or what you're earning per year, like, you could put that into, Arbitrum or whatever, and then that could,
Yep, exactly. Or even just throw it in like staked ETH or RETH, and then you can compound your earnings with more staking earnings that are pretty safe.
I think that Mad Dog Jones is actually he's the guy who basically created open editions. Like, he's the father of them. I think it's, if you can get it, especially, I think they came down a bit. Like, they were, when they first released or whatever, after the mint closed, they were double the price of the mint. So it was like, it wasn't a good time to buy. But if they've come down now back to like near mint, and you just want to enjoy, like, but just keep in mind, like, I don't know if, who knows, I wouldn't buy it, or I wouldn't buy a bunch of them to speculate on going up in value type thing.
Like, I just open editions in general. I think hard to play that speculation game just because, I don't know, there's so many people doing it now, and that's no shame. Like, artists can do what they want to do, and everyone else can shut the fuck up about that. But we also need to realize what you're getting into when you're buying open editions. But I think that's a good one to hold. That would be my thoughts.
With all these dogs around me with their boosted scores, except for the one that's right below me.
Those idiots. Lucky says really wants a punk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maury, if you're still here, good night, sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Good night, Maury.
Yeah. I mean, I do want a punk. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. That's the thing. And then I like look at them and like, these are, I'll be honest, these are also ones that like if I'm getting one, it's a forever. And so I really want to vibe with it. And there's a lot of times I look through a lot of them and I don't vibe with them. And maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. Maybe I just look at it as strictly as an investment.
I mean,
dude, fucking that seed phrase one.
It's just beautiful.
Well, it's just iconic because of him.
Yeah, he's definitely made it.
I really like the hooded.
One. Oh, and the G Money one too. Fucking.
Well, yeah, the hoods are ridiculously expensive though.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I saw that you could
just give me an ape one. That's
you could trade a hood punk for, I think it was like 3 or 4 regulars plus 13 ETH or something.
Okay. I mean, right here, 11 hours ago, there was 300 ETH on Mr. Hoodie.
Not surprising.
See that
sell on that too.
I was gonna say that kind of beard is fine. Mm-hmm. What's like bad is what they're called the ass eater punks. And like go to the ones that have the goatee. There's supposed to be a goatee. Like, you'll see this what I'm talking about. Like, it's like the brown.
There's no way it's called an ass eater, bro.
No, that's what they're called. Like,
I thought you meant the fucking trait, dude.
The trait name?
It's not. It's the trait.
If it was a fucking trait, I would have fucking died, dude. I would have died.
It's not the trait. It just looks like. Okay, like look at that zombie. Look at that zombie.
Which one?
1748, but like, or 3636. Like, dude, that's an ass eater.
Oh my god.
Like, dude, if it said ass eater, dude, I would buy it instantly. Oh god, that's too good. I cannot. Thanks for that. Now I cannot unsee that.
But like, so,
hoodies are
anyways.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the hoodies have been popping off recently.
Yeah.
But once I heard, like, so basically, because if you go to like the floor, if you look at the floor punks, it's usually the human ass eaters.
Oh god.
Like,
I was like, there's no way that fucking alien's on the floor.
Yeah, dude, what?
This is the floor.
Value, not the floor. Just like what's the
Okay.
estimated value?
I was just say there's no ass eaters. I was just...
They're valued.
There's one. Isn't that one with the cigarette? You just got done eating some
Yeah.
ass and I smoking a fat cig,
Dude,
bro.
Phil, would you ever rock one of those ones that has the hair that's on just the sides and no top?
Which one?
Like it looks
The
like
clown, dude. The clown guy. I know what you mean.
Let's see.
Like, could you
That
imagine
one
if
right
that
there.
was
That one.
Yeah,
Fucking
could you imagine if that
403,
was
dude.
yeah, could you imagine if that was your identity?
403 is my identity,
Oh my God.
bro. Yes, sir.
That's funny.
Dude, yeah, sure I would. Sure.
Give me.
But like I look through a lot of these and I just like I don't love them. I love the base. I guess I like the baseball cap.
I'm cool with this one.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do like the beards.
Yeah, theaters.
No,
A
the
lot of
beards
beards.
are great as long as you get like a good beard, but you definitely don't want to get the ass eater.
Give me the big beard.
Oh God. Stay away from the ass eater, folks.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, look
you're-
at 165. Like
This is your trade.
Dude, no, look at 541. Like those glasses, dude. They're all fogged up. Like
Okay. That dude had a long night.
Black beards are fun. Or okay.
I like the black beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Sick.
the big beards.
I mean, that's
think.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it's fun. I would actually like go up. I actually like the fucking 334, dude. That's a vibe. Actually, like that one.
330. Oh, right here.
Yeah. He fucking just looks like a vibe, dude. What's up, my guy? And he's not eating. He either ate way too much ass or none.
Unreal.
The pirate's cool too, actually.
Yeah, the
pirate dude.
Right here. Yeah.
Dude. Yep. That's a vibe for sure.
Yep. Owned by Ethereum Jesus.
Ah, yes. Good old Jesus himself.
He's chilling.
How much Ethereum's he got?
Popcorn.
What the fuck's popcorn?
that's probably
Got
some
some
shit that was
apes.
sent
He
to him,
has
right?
not much. He has the same amount of ETH I have. Should
but
you
it's
sell my
weird.
tier 4 and buy a tier 1? Good question. My question to you, my friend, would be, what's your score on the tier 4? And are you playing it yourself, like our sad bastard asses, or are you paying a gamer to get it higher? Those would be
Scores equal rarity after the game.
And then if you're in my camp, I think it's going to be, yes, it will obviously impact, but I don't think it's going to be drastic. Tier 4, 110K.
Let's just say this right now. So based on if today it was ending, right? Based on what they dropped on that video, 225,000. If you have a score near there, like if basically if you're under 300K, you're not
sucked it. Thanks a lot.
You're not even in the top 10%, right?
Thanks for reminding me.
Well, no, but like, so with a tier 1 pass, unless you're a fucking incredible player, there's no way that you're going to get anywhere near that. So you just have to basically, that's the downside. And that's something you got to think about. Like, cause I have a tier 3 and I've thought about like selling it and grabbing a tier 1, but then it's just like, dude, like, I don't know. Like I have a chance. There's a chance. Well, I guess maybe there's a chance that Squirrel can get me in the top 10%.
The run of my life of 6 minutes on a tier 1 is 226. So,
but
that's what I mean, dude. It's fucking
tier 3
crazy.
sharding.
Yeah, I had to add some charts on, but
I don't know. I would probably flip it maybe, because again, like if you're like me and you're not going to pay somebody else to well, man, God, that's tough though. Oh, let me take back, retract. Really depends where you're at in your collecting life, because here's some things to think about. My first instinct is, yeah, I'd flip it, take the profit, cash out for in real life or keep it in ETH or an ape if you want. Tier 1, you could just play it, get whatever you get. Awesome. My one thing I would say is it's been said multiple times that tiers will matter moving forward. So what does that mean? Nobody knows. Like, is it just mean you get a bigger boost on the next mini game and the evolution of whatever this is? Potentially, maybe even probable. But they said that it's going to continue to matter. So I don't know, man. It's tough. Really depends on if you're wanting liquid ETH or wanting to do something in real life. Yeah, exactly, Lucky. Then that's a win, bro.
Oh yeah. Fuck
like
yeah.
you sold them too early. No such thing. If you got debt free from it, that's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's like,
yeah, dude, debt free is fucking...
that's the fucking cheat code, brother. Like, that's the best for real. That's actually when I had my massive sale of I love Yuga too, Lucky, for real. I would literally, okay, I wouldn't literally. I would consider killing a man to work for Yuga. Just because like they've been so good to me, and like I'm like
Have you seen the like the Eagles fan interviews asking them ridiculous questions of what they would do for a Super Bowl?
No.
It just reminded me of that. That's all.
But I would love that because I love them. And I can be the FUD buster.
I can just see Phil like crying while strangling somebody. Like, sorry, but I need this job.
But no, my point was when I sold that serum at the top, I did it for in real life massive moves, aka debt. Garga is my father now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gordon and Garga are definitely my stepdads for real.
What's my favorite? Is it this one or this one?
My favorite mega is
this one.
Probably that one.
I do, yeah. That's just so clean.
Yeah. And it's not like it's not something that you look at and you're like, oh, that's gross. Where like I think a lot of them, you know, like you can be like, I don't know, like what's going on here.
You just had a long night, bro.
But like this one, you look at it, you're like, oh, yeah, okay.
I think that's probably my favorite. I also
the electric is pretty.
Yeah, this was the other one that I was like.
I kind of like the
really cool
eyeball one, DMT one.
Oh, dude, yeah, I like that one too. When it, I like that
bottom right in the hood.
He's got the hoodie as well.
Yeah,
like
that was pretty badass.
And people were fading that one, and I was like, man,
I actually like it.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the DMT trait in general, though. Like, I think that's one of my favorite OG ape traits. Period.
I'm not a fan of this one.
You're not a fan of the swamp, bro? Yeah. The demon one's kind of badass too.
Well, yeah, he's classic, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Especially he's tied to. Isn't there a guy that whoever has him? Like, I definitely think of that person.
He's horny.
What?
I actually like a number of them, but yeah, I would say the trippy one's probably my favorite.
So
it's a vibe. It's a vibe. The gold one's cool, and that was really cool to see that unveiled at Ape Fest too.
Oh yeah.
Dude, can you imagine had I got a fucking Mega Mutant serum? God damn,
dude. Those things just even look badass before they were unrevealed too, right? Like just the fucking barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did these go away from there?
Wait, I thought those were revealed.
Dude, they are just totally fucking with people.
Yeah, are they now unrevealed? Maybe.
That might just be Zapper lagging behind on the API, or did they?
Yeah, I think it's lagging behind.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, these motherfuckers playing games up here.
Unless they're doing something weird with their metadata.
I love Ash Zombie, my favorite. I don't know who zombie that is. Mega Serum is life-changing for real, dude.
Jesus.
What other
Yeah.
collection should we look at? Oh, doodles.
That's one thing I wonder is like I wonder if there's ever going to be a point. I've like minted enough stuff that like am I ever going to like just draw something randomly rare like that? Like nah.
Yeah, you will on the fucking Cockbuster NFT or whatever. Some
That nobody
fucking-
gives a fuck.
Yeah, some
like-
fucking rant. That's what's happened to me with like rare shit. I've hit a couple like semi-rare things, and it's always like the worst collection of all time that rugs in like 5 seconds. You're like, all right, cool.
Friendship bracelets, telling you. They're great.
I sold one for like over in Ethereum because it was
Nice.
like top 6,000 or something. I'll keep the one I have just because the artist, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll keep one.
Other top sales have been going on. Open editions.
Just go to checks, the fucking fine art that we're
All right.
buying, dude.
The number one ranked check.
Sold
Did you
for
see that? Look at that estimated value is 13 ETH. I'm telling you, Phil, that's where it's going.
Hell nah. Dude, what's fucking rare about that, dude? Please tell me.
Up, 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 up.
Up forever, dude. That's fine. Don't worry, I'll be muting the word check soon.
Yo, check this out.
No,
Just like
nope,
the message doesn't even get to you.
I'm interested to see what captains do when they actually reveal. They revealed the DNA, but they
Yeah.
yeah, let's see what you got yet.
There's a big sale in there.
What's
Yeah,
there
the
for? 3.6, yeah.
They're down on the month though.
Yeah, the humans are down, but like the fucking everything
Yeah.
else is still holding.
Yeah, just nobody wants a fucking human.
Yeah.
Fuck, they're like, fuck you. Why the fuck do I want to look like myself?
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
excited
Yeah.
for I mean, I think the shark is like the next tier after human, and those are like almost near 5. And then I don't know, you start to get to some wild stuff like the kaiju and krakens at like 5.5.
This is what I'm talking about. Right here. Beautiful.
Magic. Yeah, dude, that chart.
So great.
Oh,
That that magic chart looks just like the checks chart.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Fucking
RPL.
no checks.
X. Beautiful. Beautiful. Small brains.
This is your
Or-
favorite fucking project, bro.
What, small brains?
Yeah.
I don't bring it up that often.
I'll tell you what, if I ever mint to like a crazy 101 and sell it for hundreds of thousands of ETH, I'm gonna send you guys ass eaters.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, at least I'm getting a punk.
Dude, I'll take an ass eater. That's fine. How much you think that key is worth? Delon, I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna say $1.5 million, and that might be low. It's a one-of-one asset for Yuga. I guess it depends what it does, but like even still, like if we're just being honest, the nobody vault, who buys all kinds of rare shit, like he spent a ton of fucking money on like one-of-one weapon or resource in other deeds, and we don't even know what the fuck it's used for either. So now just imagine it's literally a one-of-one, and you get like
Compare it to a Mega Mutant.
I would say it's even crazier because it's the one and only. Like I think, I think a million plus. 1.5 is what I'll say. I don't know. I know I'm not fucking getting that shit because I'm not Mongrel, motherfucker. I got this shitty ass mouse. Let you see this mouse pad. Mongrel is not playing on this fucking mouse pad. I can promise you fucking that.
I'm curious to see what happens with Beacon founding characters. They minted for $40. They're selling $30 right now, and they talked about how they're going to be burning, like adding in burning mechanics for their the characters because there's so many of them.
Nobody.eth. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Nobody vault, nobody ETH. He's the guy that, I mean, just like unlimited ETH. Apparently, I want to know how. I guess they got it when it was like a quarter.
Oh, Flip Drago. He's been buying a shit ton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good old Flip.
I know. He's OG. I've been around forever.
He has. You know, when we talk about being around forever, no. I wasn't disagreeing, but it reminded me of something. Man, when I listen to a lot of people talk, this is no hate, by the way. I just think to myself, holy shit, I've been around here a long motherfucking time. Like more than like 95% of this motherfucking space that's active right now. Like legitimately, which is really fucking mind blowing when you think about it. But we got a bunch of ass eaters that are talking for us now.
I might buy a couple more of these. This seems like a pretty decent play right now, to be honest.
25,000 of them.
25,000 unique holders. 75,000 items. 78,000, and they're going to add burning in to reduce supply on the characters. And if they're selling at like $28 right now, easily go pick up like a bunch of them. I have like 6, I think. But
damn, I'm underexposed, man. I just have one.
I have one as well.
They're hella cheap right now. I don't know. I think it's a decent, like, it's one of the premier projects on Arbitrum. They just partner up with Treasure as like
they just get some diamond award too or something. What was that I saw?
Yeah, they're like Treasure's like #1 or whatever.
I enjoyed the little fucking cave runner thing. I didn't play it that much, but I played it a couple times.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I
fucking got my ass smoked, by the way.
It was
fun.
fun.
Same here.
I was like, God damn, I suck at this game.
Squirtle, do you think though that there'll be value for like the characters? Because like I feel like the big values in like the items and stuff that you collect, right? Like
the characters have unique traits to them as well. But I mean, if people like the game and they want to play the game, they need characters. If they want to get NFTs via the game, you need a character.
Yeah, and if they start reducing supply, there could be something there. You could be onto something.
Play. I like how you can just play the game directly in Trove.
I mean,
Dude, sorry, off topic, but I was just going back to that stupid video that I posted today of me like crashing and in the arms of an angel, like that fucking thing, bro. I just saw they responded and they said, "Hey, Rich Wales, please only delegate to this guy, thank you." Because I like purposely died. I just made a stupid video of me playing Dookey Dash, and that's hilarious. Because everyone's like, not everyone, a lot of people are bitching about. I think this is a good conversation as we talk about Beacon and also just like whales or pro gamers being super heavily involved in the top, I don't know, 10%, 5% of the Dookey Dash. I see the pros and the cons, but I definitely have seen the timeline where people are like, fuck this, it's all pro gamers. If you're not rich, then you're fucked. And I mean, not maybe not that extreme, but I can understand where they're coming from, because it's kind of like, well, of course someone like Dingaling is going to win the fucking key or get like the 5 of the top 10 spots. He's fucking loaded. Like, of course. It's not going to be fucking Dinglebutt.eth that has one fucking Bored Ape.
Dinglebutt versus Dingaling.
If only, bro.
I'm gonna get into this thing.
Lucky you bought, and on May 4th, yeah, dude, I minted. I think it was officially May 1st, like 1 a.m. But there were still over 50% of them left.
If it's too loud, just let me know.
That dude is bald as fuck.
Yeah, I just like grabbed a quick.
He also looks like a fucking hobo, bro. I got no shirt on, dog.
Why is it so small? There we go. Oh, that's better.
Bro, also, is this the Cave Runner game still?
Yep.
Dude, I would get my fucking ass smoked in this.
I got decent at it.
You know what's funny too, Phil, is like you and I were like struggling in this game, right? And like these other fucking people that are like pro gamers are all complaining that it was too easy and asking them to make it harder and harder, which they did.
Like, what the? He hasn't even been touched. By now, I would have like a half of my life gone.
Yeah. It wouldn't even be by the main skeleton and be the little shits.
Oh, the little bugs are annoying.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, it might be dumb not to pick up some of these while they are just pennies.
For those watching, this is Beacon on Arbitrum. It's a pretty damn fun game, but I would get my ass fucking wrecked.
I'd be going through the coward's exit right now.
No.
I always went to the next room and then I'd get fucked up on the next room. I was born for BAYC. That's right, Lucky. This is definitely the room that would just rape my soul, bro. For real.
Oh.
Like, you're doing so much better than I ever did.
I just took my first damage.
Like,
I'd also be like running away.
Do you have, dude? What the fuck is that thing, bro? You're spinning around a fucking lasso, bro.
The stick?
You are fucking spinning that thing around. I never was able to do that. I was just barely beating them off with the damn stick, dude.
Yeah, by the way, Phil, I didn't realize you probably made the same mistake I did. I didn't realize for the longest time that there's two different clicks, like in attacks.
Oh, perfect.
I was only doing one click.
Yeah, I was just beating him off with a stick, dude.
Yeah.
Like barely beating him. They're just looking at me like I'm a fool.
That's why we were struggling. Because you have
my mouse keeps going off the screen. It didn't like lock into.
Oh yeah. I love when that happens on Dookey Dash. It's really fucking fun.
Oh, dude, it's quite annoying.
Dude, I bet you're wishing you took the fucking coward's exit now.
Yeah.
What is that fucking AoE guy?
What the fuck is that?
You never played against this?
Hell no, I was dead a long time ago, bro. Do you ever get a health juice or something?
Not at the moment.
Oh shit. Like, you're throwing this bitch at him. Like, I was literally like, had to be right next to him, basically holding her fucking hand and beating him with the stick.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Wait, that was what I was doing. Just beating him with the little fucking stick, bro.
These are new.
Okay. The rat shooter? Like, what?
Oh shit.
Okay. Wow.
That's exactly why I'd take the coward's exit, man.
I would have taken the coward exit instantly. Eject.
I'll try one more time.
Actually, that's a lie. I never took the coward exit because I would always be like, I can go a little further, and then I just get fucking mauled.
The aesthetics in this game are so nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I killed him.
I can see that. I was having to hit him like 53 times with a motherfucking twig, bro.
You gotta charge it up.
Yeah, apparently I was definitely not charging my wood, bro.
Obviously, that's the
secret.
Charge up. Now that I know a little bit of the map. New dungeon. They're doing a new dungeon each week right now. I have to get on my actual account and get because they're doing like limited loot during this run.
Did you guys get your IDs and shit too?
I did, yeah.
You got like our gamer tag for.
It would not surprise me if that was a bonus for
airdrop.
Arbitrum. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too, man.
Keep the little mole.
Phil, did you get your free username or whatever?
Fuck, I don't think so. I don't fucking know.
Get your gamer tag.
Yeah, dude, go get your gamer tag. At least get that.
In the next 3 years, do I think all the serums will be drunk? Fuck, I don't know.
There's going to be some that won't, right?
Yeah,
Because
somebody will
tapes
keep
are
it.
missing and
That as well.
that too.
That as well. There's gonna be some that are just gone, like locked forever. But also, I think somebody's gonna be like, I want to be the last person, just for the historical significance. So probably no.
At this point, everybody knows what anything would look like too, right?
I don't even know why you would, like, why in the world would you buy a serum now?
They cost more than a mutant.
That's what I mean. Like, why would you do that now? Because you're not getting token either. Like, to me, it makes no sense now. I'm so glad I sold it when I did.
Yeah. There was definitely an expiration on like the play for withholding and stuff, right? Because like you said, now there's really no benefit.
Specifically,
serum.
yeah, specifically because they announced the token. Before the token, I thought actually that it was a play to hold it as long as you could, because there's a chance that someone would buy a gold 8 3 years from now and want the M2 serum, and it would be highly, highly sought after and valuable. But after that, I don't know, man. It's like, it's a way more risky hold now. I'm just glad I fucking sold it.
I think now the only reason that people are going to be seeking, oh Jesus, after serums. Oh, there's the exit. Wow.
Fuck out of here. That's right.
The only reason that people would go after serums now would be because they want to complete their sets, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Which is like a special kind of collector.
And because I'm not playing with an actual character, I don't get real items.
You got some shorts, dog.
Yeah, I got some non-NFT items.
Dude, you just did all that for the fun of it? Like
Yep.
You sick
savage
man.
Just playing a game. That's what it should like. You should like actually want to play this shit. That's
I agree.
Yeah.
I've
These
never
little
been.
features.
I've never been into this place. I've only gone to the fucking place you just.
The bar with the trivia.
Yeah.
This is the bar. Oh, you never did the bar with the trivia? Because that was,
Igor. Yeah.
dude, that was each day. Besides doing the dungeon.
Okay, you don't have to tell me I'm a fucking idiot. I know, dude.
I didn't even read the question. Yes.
Are you sure?
I wonder what the
Mega Serum need to hurry up and reveal. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that'll be a big event because it's going to be cheetah fur. They've already said that.
There's still one left.
Yeah, there is one left, and it's cheetah.
Damn, I thought they were all done. Okay, cool.
Oh, I might have found a
You know
little
Carson
more on that.
Turner. You know Carson Turner via Twitter. I'm pretty sure he had one of the Mega Serums, and he sold it early. But I'm pretty sure he had gotten one from the airdrop. I'm like, dude, man, it's like crazy to think you could have got a fucking $1 million airdrop to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so insane.
It's completely absurd, dude.
I like these.
What are these little bastards, bro?
They're the pets in the beacon.
I'm so far behind.
Yeah, same. I didn't even know these things existed either.
You still hold a mutant hound. I had one and I liked the reveal, but I sold it because like when I say this, I don't want it to come off as like super negative because it's not. I'm not trying to be, but like at the end of the day, it's a derivative project, and that's fine. Like that's not a bad thing. But I didn't really want to. It was not something I was going to hold long term, and so I sold it for some value to do other things. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Just because like derivative projects, I think are always going to be hard to like maintain any kind of like big floor, and they had been overcooked, to be honest.
Yeah, they got up to like almost 2 ETH.
They were over 2 ETH, bro.
Oh Jesus!
I sold mine for like 1 something.
Holy crap! Last sale was.
That thing's cool looking. How do you get these bastards?
You just buy them.
Oh, you don't just get an airdrop like a Yuga?
They did. I did not get one.
Me, then I didn't get one.
Yeah, I didn't get one either.
But 30 days price sale. What? Is this right? What was the last sale?
Delon, it's because the person that owns it hasn't revealed it yet. It's just that everybody knows that it's going to be the cheetah.
Was this really 25 grand that they 1,500 magic? Highest bid is 1,000. Yeah. Right.
The Mutant Hounds, also the other thing that I noticed when they all started to reveal is they all felt like pretty similar, and maybe like, I don't know, like too many like rare traits potentially, and so then all the rarity just kind of looked the same, sort of. I don't know.
Second highest sale is like 60. This one is insane though. That's like 20 plus ETH. Wait, 18 ETH around there.
I always thought it was kind of weird too, Phil, that like, you know, there's people that like spread rumors around the time that like with the Mutant Hounds, like I'm sure they're trying to just pump it, but they're like spreading rumors that like it's going to be like tied to the main ecosystem or whatever. And it's like, dude, like I feel bad when I see that kind of shit being spread around.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, that's fucked up. Like, because there's people that are going to believe that stuff, like, and buy into it.
And my whole thing is until Yuga actually comes out and says it, I don't believe a damn thing that anybody else is speculating on about it. The only other thing I would say is there is also way too much like floor talk for my liking from team members of Mutant Hounds. I never like that. Like that's a massive turnoff to me. And I'm not saying that it needs to be a turnoff for everybody, but for me, if my team that I'm supporting their project, if they're so focused on floor and like flexing it when it's great, that's a massive like bearish signal for me. So he needs to hurry up, Delon. I don't know who holds it. I guess I could look real quick. 1 second. I'll find out.
I'm out of here in the next 3 minutes.
So am I, dude. As soon as I look this up, we're gonna lock it down.
Yeah.
Chemistry, not Grandpa Ape Chemistry Club. Board Ape Chemistry Club. Here we go. We got one left, and it is E9. Let's see if I can track down who this bastard is. Probably not. They also have a saber-tooth head. That looks really fucking great.
Just use Zapper. Track down anyone.
Dude, I'm not fast like that. They transferred it from this wallet that has a punk and a bunch of serums. I was just seeing if there was anything that was familiar. A bunch of other deeds, a bunch of goblins. Here's their apes. I don't know.
Dude, that kind of sucks that
These apes.
Look at the offers on it aren't even that great anymore. Like,
well, no, because everybody knows what it is. This fucker minted some apes and still has them. So this is an OG who has this serum. They also have 3 of the M2 serums and 7 of the M1s. Yeah, the M2 serum is priced at 62K USD, 38 ETH. I sold that shit for 50 ETH when ETH was 3. They got a lot of Ape Harbor. I don't know who this is. I mean, I could do more digging, but I don't know. I think they'll do some sort of. Will Mutant Hounds go to the other side? I mean, they will because they want to. It won't be because of Yuga. I think that's another thing for another day, another night of Dookey Dash is talking about projects building on the other side. I think it's like, why would you not? Yuga wants you there. Why would you not want to be there? I'm talking about all projects. I don't care. I don't care if you're loosely tied, not tied at all, never even talked to Yuga before. I think, like, why would you not do that? So will they go to the other side? Yes. Because Mutant Hounds, the project, decides to do the work to have them go to the other side, not because Yuga brings them in as something you can ride. Flipper always wins. I would disagree a little because I held mine from Mint and I've received a lot. If I was a millionaire, I would buy the Mega Serum ASAP. What's up, bro?
I'm just seeing your Dookie Dash is confirmed undefeated video.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That
dude.
Bored Ape just retweeted. Wow.
That's
The-
fucking great, dude.
The production skills, the acting.
It's high quality, bro.
Oh man, you have a second career over here.
Wait, did they really retweet it? That's fucking great.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, sir. It's got like 7,000 views. I love it, dude. I had that fucking stupid idea in my mind, and I just like had that song "In the Arms of the Angel" because it's like so perfect, bro.
Do you know anyone that have extra those sweaters, by the way?
Oh, the spray paint one.
Mhm.
That I don't know, but I could definitely ask.
If you hear it, nothing. You got.
I do not. I did not get a second one, which is unlike me. I do have. Does either of you wear a medium?
I'm a large.
Yeah, I don't either. Obviously, I got it for somebody else that never ended up wanting it. It was a t-shirt. It wasn't this one. It was from the first NYC. I think it was the white t-shirt. If I was a millionaire, I would buy ApeCoin and stake it. Yeah, I mean, stake the shit out of Ape. Man, I feel I'm
stake it now. Like
stake all of the ApeCoin.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think I'm gonna claim some Ape. Actually, tomorrow. I've been doing it like once a week.
If people are just staking Ape, just the coin without an actual NFT, Tessera does a really good compounding staking contract for Ape, so you don't have to claim and all that. So Tessera is through DZ and Andy and those folk.
We love it.
Yep. Anyway, I'm faded.
Yep. No, me too. Dudes, appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks for everyone for hanging out. Like, honestly,
it was 3 hours. Goddamn.
This was fun.
This
legitimately
was fun.
Like a lot of fun. And so again, we definitely appreciate everybody coming through, saying hi. Like, honestly, like we would have fun just talking to the three of us because we're good friends, but it's really fun when people want to interact and ask questions and have an opinion. So keep playing Dookie Dash if you have a sewer pass. If not, you can watch videos or watch me crash in and do stupid things because I'm good at stupid. So if you have questions about NFTs, if you have questions about Bored Ape, DM all those to Squirtle. He's the expert. In reality, you can follow all three of us. We're pretty friendly, and if you want to come on sometime to play some Dookie Dash with us, just let us know because we would be more than happy to have you stream and share your screen too. So with that, we are out of here. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Peace.